What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Neeks Sports, episode 89 of the podcast. It's the winter break in the Premier League. Not really a break, but they call it a winter break. But there is no break. There's always Premier League football on. Always football to get us through the days and through the weeks. I mean, as a Man United fan, it's more painful than anything. I wouldn't say it's getting me through the weeks, but I'm surviving. I'm here. I'm alive and ready to kind of assess where we are around the midpoint of the season and actually around the midpoint of the January transfer window itself. I'm here with Carl and Ramsey. What are you not saying?
Not bad, not bad. Just enjoying my new crib.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, it reminds me of the crib that I had during lockdown. I think I was isolating in somewhere just like that.
Oh,
It's good
maybe,
to see.
maybe it was on the market.
Good to see you've picked it up. What are you saying, Ramsey?
Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. Good winter break, recharge batteries. Well, there's barely any football on every other day or something like
Listen, this game week has been dragging. And I say absolutely dragging. How many games we got left of this game week?
that. One more tomorrow and then we're
Just
done.
just Brighton, and then we're
Mm.
okay. Okay. Because yeah, if any of you got play FPL, it's been well, I say for me it's been a tough week. Gabriel banged, Nunes banged, Solanke didn't do nothing, Saka, my captain, didn't do nothing. But yeah, better for some than others. But it's been a split kind of week with regards to fixtures. We had some this week, some last weekend. Just to run through some of them from last weekend. Take it back. Where were we? So we got on the Friday night we had Burnley Luton. That was 1-1. Man City 3-2 Newcastle. We're gonna get onto that. Chelsea 1-0 against Fulham. Man United 2-2 with Spurs. I'm sure we'll touch on both of those clubs. Everton, Aston Villa 0-0. And then this weekend, Brentford 3-2. We definitely got to talk about someone over there. Arsenal 5-0 against that was against Forest, sorry. Arsenal 5-0 against Palace. Liverpool today won 4-0 against Bournemouth, and West Ham drew 2-2 at Bramall Lane. What we're gonna do, because Nat ain't here yet, and Nat obviously being a Liverpool fan, I think it's only right if he comes in time, he can talk about how he knew Liverpool were gonna win the league, and that's why they're top, etc., etc. But in the meantime, he ain't here, so we'll touch on the other teams. But we have to talk about the title race. We have to talk about the title race, and since we've got, I would say, one member of the title race teams with us right now, that being Ramsey. How do you assess the title race as it stands, and specifically Arsenal? Where do they sit within the title race? I can see they sit third, but where do they sit within the whole shake-up for the Premier League title this season?
Um, we're in there. Like the most important thing is to be in there, innit? There's no guarantees you win the league. Um, from wherever you are at this stage of the season. But the main thing is to be in there, and to be in the mix. Obviously, 5 points off the top. Not ideal. You want to be maybe a bit closer. But as I said, 21 games in, we're halfway through the season, really, just over. So there's a lot will change. Probably in both directions. Some will get better, some will drop off. Could even itself out. And that's the thing. I thought Arsenal would be in a tight race. In fact, I did predict it would be a three-horse race with Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal. Obviously, Aston Villa on the same points as well. So I'm not. I still think it's going to be a three-horse race come the end of the season, and I still think Man City will win it. But there's no doubt that Arsenal and Liverpool are both in with a shout to win the league. Obviously, points-wise, Arsenal, I think, were 50 points from 19 last year. So we obviously dropped off in the points-wise, and that was obviously
Massively.
yeah, and that was obviously a lot of that happened over Christmas. Didn't have a well. I mean, listen, we got a point at Anfield, which was a great point at the time, but to follow it up with losing to West Ham and Fulham,
Mm.
looks now like you only got 1 point from those three games, and that's not great. overall. So, but the main thing is you got to bounce back, and obviously we did quite convincingly yesterday. Come back with a 5-0 win. But yeah, we're not necessarily firing on all cylinders up top, I would say. Halfway through the season, there's pros and cons. With set pieces we're great at the moment. Scoring from quite a lot. I won't say quite a lot, but quite regularly getting our goals from set pieces. But our open play goals still lack a bit when teams are sort of sitting with a low block. So there's things we know we have to improve on. But we're in it, and that's the main thing. I'm like, some people are mad that we're not top of the league and sort of running clear, considering where Man City are or were. And obviously you want to be higher up. You don't want to lose 4 games by now, but ultimately we're in it, and we just got to keep going from where we are now.
Now, obviously, last season the kind of talk was that was Arsenal's best chance. You have to win it now. You kind of said you still feel Man City will win it. So, did you miss your best chance last year then? Because if not
maybe
then, and not now, then when? Yeah, are you waiting for Man City to lose 20 points through trying that, what you call it, points deduction or something like that? Like,
I mean, listen, last year may still have been the best chance coming the end of the season. Even if you lose it by a few points this year, last year we were so clear and probably was our best chance. But we have to keep fighting. And this year is not done yet. We've got to make sure that from our mindset, the players' mindset, that the race is still going on. You have to still fight for every game. As I said, there's still half the amount of games left to play. So you got to play everyone. Everyone's got to play everyone again. Liverpool got to play Man City. We've got to play Liverpool, Man City. So there's plenty of points still up for grabs in this league. You can't have the mindset that it's gone already. You got to just keep going. And maybe if we don't challenge this year, this could be it. But I still feel like in a weird sense in the squad, I still feel like the squad's a bit stronger, maybe defensively this year. And I think you'd be kind of building off those sort of clean sheets or less amounts of chances conceded. We just need to make sure that we're doing it in the other end as well.
And Carl, yeah, I want to get that in before we really talk about Liverpool. But before we even talk about Man City, so obviously we're talking. Well, Ramsey's talking 3-horse title race: Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal. Aston Villa, do they have any chance? Spurs, are they in the title race? Considering that they've had a lot of injuries this season, and I mean they're not that far off. Well, it's 8 points. Maybe 8 points is a bit too much at this stage, but can they have at least an outside chance when it comes to like March? Like, you know what? If Spurs win, X amount of games, they might win it, kind of thing. Or you just think, no, it's just 3, or maybe less, maybe 2, or maybe just a 1-horse race, and everyone else is just making up numbers.
I mean, you say 8 points is a bit too much, but Man City clawed back 8 points last season. I mean, I know Tottenham ain't no Man City.
Yeah, it's 8 points. So I'm talking about for Spurs. It's a lot, isn't it? It's different.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Spurs are in it. And Aston Villa, again, even if you look at their recent form, they've won 2 of their last 5. They drew with Everton, which is a game that realistically they should be winning. And it wasn't an easy game for them. And they will have many games throughout the season when they play West Ham, when they play Newcastle, when they play, Brentford, now that, certain players are back from their suspension. Like, there's going to be a lot of games for them that it's going to be tough for them. They're not going to win them all. Whereas a Liverpool, Man City, even though it's still a tough game, the expectation is still there. They should win this. They should win this. Aston Villa playing away to Everton or Aston Villa playing away to Brentford, no one's not saying expect to win. They should win. If they win, it's like, yeah, okay, they're a better team. They're in 4th in the table. They're fighting for Champions League place. Cool. It was kind of like Newcastle last season when they were fighting for Champions League position last season. They're not the 4th best team in the league. And if they drop points, it's like, yeah, okay, it's expected, but the expectation wasn't just win. They can challenge for a title. No, and I think Aston Villa's kind of in that same boat where Newcastle was last season, that they're having a very good season. I'm not expecting them to mount a challenge, even when they were second earlier on in the season. I mean, even if they'd beaten Newcastle, they'd be on 45 points right now, and they'd be sat in second. So I'm not expect like, well, what is it? Another 18 games to go. That's a lot of football. Well, 18 for Man City, 17 for the rest. That's still a lot of football. I think Aston Villa got a lot of points still to drop. They're not going to go on a crazy run of winning like 10 games in a row, and everyone's going to start raising their eyebrows. It's unrealistic to expect that from them. And I think Spurs is the same. I don't think Spurs have picked up. I don't think Spurs are going to go on a mazy run. They've not gone on one in a very long time. So for them to claw back 8 points, it's a mammoth task. It is a great task. They've got 3 points behind Man City. Man City got a game in hand, potential 6. So potential 6 behind City, 8 behind Liverpool. That's a bit too much. I think Aston Villa are more in a bigger fight for top 4 than they are for in a title race, because Spurs are on their heels, and 5th place at the moment isn't guaranteed to get you Champions League football as it stands. So I think their fight is for top 4 rather than a title race.
Let me ask about top 4 quickly before I give my take on the title contenders. Is the top 5 set? Can you see it changing for where it is? The order might change, but in terms of the teams that are in it now, we're talking Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Villa, Spurs. Can any of those teams below, do you think they have a realistic chance of actually finishing above, or finishing within the top 5?
All right, so call me crazy, because it wasn't too long ago where I actually thought that top 5 is kind of cemented, it's kind of set. I think there is only one team there that can break into that top 5. I don't. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. But I think.
I know you guys.
Yeah, no. I think Chelsea. I think Chelsea can get into that top 5. I think they're the only team, and I think their intentions will be made clear. It's going to be hard, but their intentions will be made clear within this January transfer window. If they get certain business done in January, even if it just be like a loan option to buy, if they manage to do something like get in like a certified striker, I know that they're trying to sort that position out, but if they do sort that position out, Chelsea could potentially break into that top 5. I think they can do it. It is a massive task because they're currently 9 points behind Spurs, and Spurs aren't dropping points like frivolously. They're not dropping points frivolously. So to close 9 points on Spurs, and you're a team that have 9 wins all season from 21 games, it is a big ask. But if they can turn their form around, if they can turn, because they've got 4 wins or something in their last 5 games.
Yeah,
that's like half of their wins in their last 5 games that they've had all season. So if they continue with this form, I think Chelsea can break into that top 4.
The problem is
top 5.
It's the fixtures that they had were winnable fixtures, and now they're about to go into a tough set starting against Liverpool. All of a sudden they lose that, and Spurs beat Brentford, and you're looking at 12 points already. Like they're so I don't think Chelsea got no chance. If I'm honest, I can't see Chelsea getting I can't see Chelsea getting enough points to get into top. I mean, to be fair, the only way they will get in, for me, it would be if Villa drop off rather than Spurs. I think Spurs will get top 5 regardless. Villa, I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying they're the ones that could drop.
Yeah, but Villa's like 12 points ahead of them, no?
Yeah,
that's a lot of points, man.
Yeah, but I can see Villa going through a 4-game not winning, kind of and all of a sudden that closes up. Whereas I think Spurs will have enough when Son comes back, when Maddison comes back. They got Werner, Richarlison. I think they'll have enough now to just get through and see the top 5.
Werner,
Well, you know what I mean? They got numbers, innit? They got
numbers. Body. He's a body. The thing is, I agree. The Chelsea one is damning because remember the start of the season, they had a fairly easy run. Obviously, they played Liverpool first. It was West Ham, Luton, Forest, Bournemouth, Villa, Fulham, Burnley, and then they went on a tough run, which was Arsenal, Brentford, Spurs, City, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United. And at the end of the first set of fixtures, where it was like this is the easy fixtures, they were like 10th or 11th, and you're like, well, if you're nowhere to be seen, I'm sure that's what they were. If you're nowhere to be seen now, where are you going to be at the end of those fixtures? And then obviously after the end of those the tough fixtures, they were floating around 11th, 12th, maybe 9th at times, and then you go into a bit of a better run of form. So it was what the one there last one. Yeah, you said a 4 and 5. So it's what's the four? Sheffield lost to Wolves, or then beat Palace, Luton, and Fulham, all by 1 goal. Very tight games. But you're still in 8th or whatever it is. So you've crept up a little bit. You're still in 8th. But then now, I'm on the wrong page. Now, it's like, all right, but if you could only be 8th halfway into the season, at what point are you going to pick up the points? Or where are you going to pick up the points that you actually need to go higher in the table? I can't, for some reason, I can't see the
Go up. Go back.
Oh
go
yeah,
back to fixtures.
Yeah.
And choose.
So they've got Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool's tough. Wolves at home, you think they should win. Palace away. I mean, the way Palace
are terrible right now.
Yeah, so bad. But they could have a new manager bounce. But then you got yeah, they got good. Then you got City, Spurs, Brentford, Newcastle, Arsenal. Like, then they've had their good run, and they're sitting in 8th. And I say good run of fixtures, they will have to do something miraculous, i.e., beat all those teams I just mentioned, who we don't see them really beating. And even then, there's no guarantee you're still going to be in the top 4. So I actually think, I think of the teams that's below, Chelsea, I think they'll probably finish the highest.
I don't even guarantee that.
It's not guaranteed. I think they'll finish the highest. I think it's like,
I think Man United will finish ahead of Chelsea. I think they will.
I don't even know where are. I would say next.
I don't think they will, Ramon. I'll be real. I don't think they will.
It's in the balance. It's
100%.
But the thing is, they're both as bad as each other. It's not like one's majorly worse than the other. So it's not. It's like.
But I think it's like Chelsea are playing better than us, whatever that means. But we're picking up better results. We've at least we won 10 games this season. They won 9. We beat them when we played each other, but we won 1 in our last 4. In that kind of form, you're like, you're actually like, where are our results coming from? So I think it's in the balance. But when all is said and done, we're like 4 points off West Ham. Brighton's got a game in hand. So yeah, Chelsea might finish above us. But it might be 7th. It might be 8th. Like it doesn't actually mean in the grand scheme of things. But we've got Wolves. And that's the thing. We look at our fixtures. It doesn't mean anything to me. We've got Wolves, West Ham, Villa, Luton, Fulham. In times gone by, I'm talking maybe 3 seasons ago. You're looking at it. Should get 5 wins. What? Go into Villa and winning? No chance. No, I can't. I won't say no chance. The way Man United are, it's strange. We'll go to Villa and get a win, and then we go to Luton and lose. That's not taking anything away from Luton. It's a tough place to go. Kenilworth Road, a tough place to go. But that is the Man United right now. So I look at those 5 games, and we may win 3 out of those 5, but it will probably be the 3 that you least expect us to win. It'll be the away games or some nonsense like that. So I don't know. It's we've got as good a chance to finish above Chelsea as they do us, I think. But again, there's no guarantee we're going to finish above West Ham and Brighton. I'm kind of ruling out Newcastle already, which is Newcastle was supposed to be the next team to kind of break through. They finished 4th last year, out of the Champions League, sitting in 10th. I think, are they out of both cups?
Yeah.
No,
they're in FA Cup. They're in FA Cup.
They're in FA Cup.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the Premier League is wild. But as far as the title race goes, I think, and we're speaking on Newcastle, that Newcastle game was ominous. Like the Man City's 2-1 down, and they just bring on De Bruyne for like his second game of the season. I think he played the first game and got injured during the game, a couple of minutes, if I remember rightly. And he comes on, plays 25 minutes, and man gets a goal and absolutely sumptuous assist in stoppage time to win the game. And you're like, after all of this, they've had Haaland out for periods. They've gone away. Granted, it was only one game they've missed, but they've gone away at the Club World Cup, won that. And De Bruyne's been out for pretty much the whole season. And all that time, a 2-point gap is all that anyone's been able to build. A 2-point gap? Like what are we actually doing there? A 2-point gap is nothing. Like, Man City have never failed to close out a 2-point gap. They've closed out much bigger than that in the past. A 2-point gap. Like, what was everyone doing when De Bruyne was away? Were we not supposed to be capitalizing when Haaland was?
They thought he wasn't coming back.
It's ridiculous. Liverpool drew with Man United. Arsenal, Liverpool drawing. Someone needs to take charge. And I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one. And they kind of let Man City off the hook. When you actually deep it, at this point, Man City should be like, all right, we need to go on now our regular 10-game winning streak, 12-game winning streak to go and win this league. They don't have to do that. They'll win a couple games here or there. Well, there's nothing that. They win their game in hand, beat you in their corresponding fixture at the top of the league. Like, it's crazy. And we just match you for the rest of the season. Like, they actually don't have to do anything extraordinary to win this Premier League. And that's probably the most disappointing thing about it. But it was ominous. De Bruyne comes off the bench. Haaland's not even back yet. I mean, he's training or whatever, but the man comes off the bench and just says, it's like it was boys against men. Man just said, all right, guys. I know just been trying to show you what you can do, and a few spectacular, Premier League. This is Barkley's Premier League at his best. Overhead kick from Garnacho, a scintillating draw head. Man just said, look, I'm the best player. I'm the best player in the league, and I'm going to show you. And it was something to behold, that performance, that cameo when he came on. But it also it just put everything in perspective, and I think everyone was probably getting a bit overexcited. And to be fair, since then, Arsenal's responded, getting 5-0, Liverpool winning 4-0. But I'm sure deep down inside, Arsenal fans, they're like, we just got our head above water. We're just surviving because the Man City onslaught is coming. I don't know. That's the way I look at it. And that means we're looking at 4 in a row, and without really having to lift a finger. Man City ain't really got out of third gear this season.
Yeah, last week, I'm going to go slightly off topic, but last week someone said to me that Cesc Fabregas is a better player was a better player than Kevin De Bruyne, and then Kevin De Bruyne played Newcastle, and I don't know that brother personally, but I told the guy that I did know to tell his boy, Cesc Fabregas don't do what De Bruyne does last week. He just doesn't do that. Like the man, like Kevin De Bruyne is this quality. Like he's got that, especially in the Premier League era. There's question marks about his international pedigree, but in the Premier League, like he's clutch. He comes up clutch time and time again with Man City, season after season. All he needs to do now is put in a 10, 15, 20 game run of games, and you might as well be talking about him being in the team of the season because he's got that quality. He's got that quality. Like the other players in Premier League. You think about the creative players in the Premier League in and around that have been in the league while he hasn't been there. Like who you expect to be up there, like your Odegaard. Obviously Maddison was doing it, but he got injured. Bruno. These sort of players in Liverpool don't really have one in the midfield. Probably Trent is their one. But then he just comes and does his thing, man, and he's just like no one can do it like him. I was hoping that Odegaard would become someone like that, but then you see him playing, you're like, he's nowhere near that level. Like the man is just he was done for 20 minutes. They were 2-1 down. The game was. I'm thinking, right, okay, they lose this one, right, we're back, and then he just he wasn't even happy with the draw. He had to play that unbelievable ball in the 91st minute through Trippier into Oscar Bob and then.
Look at these weird people scoring, Bob.
Yeah. But this is the thing.
The finish was serious as well. The take
it was.
very good.
But Man City put these put these balls on the plate for these man. Like that's light work for these man. You know what I mean? That could have been.
I wouldn't say that one was on the plate though with him, man. That was hard.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't even say it was hard because he
hard.
got the touch. He got the touch pass once he got past Trippier. He didn't have to necessarily do it like that. But I thought he was going to score. Like the moment he got that touch, he's 1-on-1, and he just and like as I said, that could have been Doku, and I wouldn't have been surprised. It would have been similar sort of outcome. Man City they've got enough in and around them now to go. As I said, the only time it would have been early on. Rodri suspended, De Bruyne not there, Haaland not there. That would have been the time. Now all of a sudden, Doku's back, Haaland's coming back, De Bruyne's back. They've got enough now in their squad that you expect them to just.
A few players out this season. Ain't Grealish been out?
Grealish barely played.
Grealish been out. John Stones has barely played.
Yeah, the defense has been a bit like in terms of the nut. You're thinking who's actually playing where, right? Yeah, it's ominous signs.
And they got rid of players. Kovacic ain't good as Gundogan. Mahrez is gone. Yeah, they're still doing it. But the thing is, this is just typical Man City. They do this time and time again. Not even just Kevin De Bruyne, but Man City as a whole. Because like over the years, probably almost in every season you can think of, a moment like this happens. Obviously, it was this week with Kevin De Bruyne coming off the bench and clawing it back, and then you had the season where Liverpool were on course, were very close to winning the quadruple, and they were 2-0 down to Aston Villa. Yeah, was it 2-0 or 2-1 down to Aston Villa, and then 2-0 down to Aston Villa, and Gundogan come off the bench, and then it was Gundogan that come on, saved the day, bagged 2 goals, and even with the whole Aguero moment, they were losing that game. They were who was it? Reading?
No, QPR.
QPR.
Oh, yeah, QPR. There was another season where their last game of the season was against Reading, and they were losing. And then they scored from the kickoff.
Brighton. They were 1-0 down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last game, and then
this is just typical Man City. Like when the job needs to be done, and they know that if we win our game, we go top or we win the league, they will get it done. Whether they're 1-0 down, 2-1 down, or 2-0 down, they get the job done. And this is typical Man City. They've got that mentality. And
reminds me of another club in Manchester used to do that about 10 years ago. Good
10.
Yeah, we won the league in 2013. You talking about 10 years ago.
2024, big man.
Yeah, okay, 10 and a half. 10 and a half. 10 and a half.
Just start saying 11, 12, 13 man.
Yeah, we won it 10 and a half.
But yeah, it's like Lee said, 2 points. It just ain't enough of a gap. It's not enough of a gap. Even if Man City were 5 points behind, like all games are level, everyone plays the same amount of games, 5 points behind at this stage, I'd still back Man City because it's just not a big enough gap. It's not a big enough gap. And with Man City still have to play Liverpool, still have to play Arsenal, they still got to play these teams. I don't know, man. I can't look beyond Man City right now. Enough hasn't happened. I mean, last season when we came to this point and we had like a midway like review and Arsenal were 8 points clear and they were like, "Oh, who do you think's going to win the league?" I was like, "No, Man City." All right. I'm not sold. Like, if last season wasn't enough for me to say, you know what?
All right, but let me ask you something. If Liverpool last year were in Arsenal's position, what would you have said?
But to be fair,
it's a different kettle of fish. It's a different kettle of fish.
No, it is a different kettle of fish. But to be fair, it depends how they're playing.
It
depends how they're playing.
I'll tell you how they're playing. Liverpool played exactly how Arsenal played last season. Performances, score lines, result. They would play exactly the same. So, what would you have thought?
I would have said Man City.
I see you're crazy because I would have said Liverpool. I think you're crazy.
Yeah, but you also said Arsenal.
No. I put a pressure on you. I said.
Yeah, but you said Arsenal was going to win the league. You said Arsenal was going to win the league in February last year.
You have to win it.
No, you didn't say we have to win it. You said you think Arsenal will win the league last year. But
I don't see that one prediction. I didn't say that prediction.
In our mid-season predictions, you said Arsenal will win the league. So that's why you said Liverpool, because you will get it wrong again, because Man City will just steamroll them.
No,
Man City and Man City.
But honestly, if Klopp has a team 8 points clear after 20 games, whatever it was, I don't know. I can't see Liverpool not winning that league, because they've been in that position where they were clear of Man City, and Man City kind of, yeah, right, we can't. They're too good. They're winning, because that's like kind of a replica of the season they won the league, where that kind of point tally. Because if you look at Arsenal, it's actually better. It was actually better than the year that Liverpool won the league in terms of the points they accumulated. And it's not like in the 98, 97 point season where Man City matched them. Man City at this last season were 8 points behind. So that replicates the season where Liverpool actually won the league. I think Arsenal being 8 points is different to Liverpool being 8 points in both ways. Liverpool will be like, we've done this before, we can do this again. And Man City will be like, they've done this before, we know they can do it. Where with Arsenal, it's like, all right.
But Liverpool right now are 5 points clear, right? So you're saying if Man City
haven't played a game more.
Yeah, but if Man City lose their next game, they got 8 points clear and a game in hand, and they still got to play each other, right? Yeah. Let's just say next week, Liverpool win, Man City lose, so it's 8 points clear, and they still got to play each other. So you're saying that game, Liverpool win that game, that's it, that title done.
So okay.
8 points clear.
If Liverpool beat Man City, how many points clear would they be? Your scenario, what are you saying?
Well, let's just say 8 points. Let's say they beat Man City, they got 8 points clear.
With having played a game more.
Haven't played a game more.
No, that's not good. Because that's net 5 points potentially, and 5 points are clear. But if we're talking 51 points after 19 games, whatever it was, that's different. That's 51 points after 22 games, 23 games for argument's sake. That means you're inconsistent. No, you're not inconsistent, but you're not as consistent, which means that your propensity to drop points is so much higher compared to the season Arsenal were having. The season Arsenal having, the likelihood of them dropping points being on that run was slim. The current Liverpool team, because of the current Liverpool team are likely to drop points now, regardless of how many points they are clear, because they've been dropping points this season. They've been a bit more inconsistent than they were in the season they won it, when Man City got 100 points, when Arsenal were last season. So that's why I say you replicate exactly as Liverpool were last year. The reason why, the only point I was actually trying to make was that Man City chasing down Arsenal last year, for me, isn't evidence to say they will catch Liverpool. They should catch Liverpool, don't get it twisted, but I don't think them catching Arsenal last year is evidence of that, because I think Arsenal leading the league and Liverpool and the club leading the league, I don't think it's the same thing. I don't think you can just say, yeah, they done it, so therefore. That's the way I look at it. I think Liverpool are in a position now where they're probably thinking, you know what, we can actually win the league. Whereas Arsenal, I feel like the players might have been a bit, guys, what are we doing there? How do we get here? We were supposed to be just challenging for top 4, and now we're top of the league. I think it's a bit different. That's what I'm saying.
But it's also Pep, though. The other hand, you got Pep. And when Pep wants to go, like if Liverpool were 8 points clear and Man City went on the same run that they did last year, it would have been half Liverpool to stop them.
What, last season?
Yeah.
Okay.
The run that City went on. To win the league, and they won. What is it? 10 games? They win 10 in a row or something like that, or
maybe
9 in 10 or something like that. Like that run, it would have been hard for Liverpool to stop them, like on that the way that they were going.
Yes, but then I guess I would ask, would City be able to go on that run, knowing that it's Liverpool they have to catch? I think that plays into it. That's why. I
wouldn't put it past Pep. Wouldn't put it past Pep at all.
Maybe. Comment here from Anne says, if we have a 1 game gap over City at the end of that game, I guess the game when they play each other, 1 to 2 points, and we do not win, I'm fuming.
Who's we?
I'm assuming he's Liverpool, because they're the only team. if we have a 1-game gap over City at the end of that game when you play each other, 1 to 2 points. Yeah, but if you play the extra game in them after you play them, if they win their game in hand, which you can do nothing about, they go ahead of you. I think you have to stay in the driving seat. You're not once Man City at the top of the league, you are not catching them. You have to stay in the driving seat. You have to keep it in your hands, because once it goes into Man City's hands, they don't relinquish. They don't relinquish the league. Man City have never lost a league title. They've either not been in the race or they weren't able to catch. But once they've taken the lead, maybe I'm trying to think 2016 when Leicester won it. Definitely under Pep anyway. 17, 18, 19. Was Pep in 2016? I can't remember now. Was that?
Pep was the year Leicester won it. His first.
Okay, yeah, he won it. But maybe they were probably top at some point. To be fair, they were probably top at some point. He says, okay.
Pep was in the league. Leicester won.
I think he was, because
Was the first year?
You're right.
The year after, because Chelsea won the year after.
Chelsea won the year after.
Yeah.
You're right. So that wasn't even Pep. Pep's never lost at the Premier League. He's never lost the league title. Once he's ahead, he wins it. Says, okay, then after that game, if we are 1 or 2 points, equal games, or 4 or 5 points with a game in hand, after you play each other, if you've got a gap on Man City, I will still back Man City. Don't get twisted. If it's like 1 or 2 points, but it's in your hands. And I'll say what I said about Arsenal. You have to win it. That's exactly what I said.
And Man City play their game in hand before they play Liverpool next. So would it be equal games by the time they play?
Yeah.
Unless Liverpool make it to the League Cup final, but yeah.
Okay. On the De Bruyne thing quickly before we move on. I can't wait for Nat forever. But you know what? I'm gonna hold off on the Liverpool part that we will talk about, and when he comes in, we can talk about it for his sake. But where does De Bruyne rank if we're talking about? All right, let's stick to Premier League midfielders now. All right. Take De Bruyne out of it for a second, and you could probably do this. To be fair, you could say before De Bruyne joined the league, because I guess people's top 5 was probably cemented from players that were there before De Bruyne. So before De Bruyne won the league, who would your top 3 Premier League central midfielders be? And so that I'm including defensive, central, and attacking in all of that. Who would your top 3 have been? I'm going like Scholes, Vieira. It's a tough one. I don't even know. Scholes, Vieira. I've always preferred Gerrard to Lampard. I think he's better. I know Lampard is probably a bigger Premier League legend because of the trophies and the goals. But if you had to say who's the better player, I would go Gerrard over Lampard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Top 3 top one. I've got 2. So I think Vieira and David Silva for me. Vieira, David Silva, and I'd probably go. It's a tough one between Lampard, Scholes, and Gerrard. And I'd probably say as a better player, as a player, I'd go Paul Scholes. But I'd say as greatness, greater Premier League midfielder, probably Steven Gerrard. But I'd probably go Scholes. So Scholes, the Silva, and Vieira.
See, I'd probably would have had Gerrard at the top. I probably have Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard. But yeah, probably.
Okay. Now, from your top 3, where does De Bruyne fit into that? Or does he fit into that? And if so, where?
I'd say so. Scholes, Silva, Yeah,
I mean, listen,
I say he goes third and pushes out Scholes. So I think he goes in the top three. I think he goes.
So you think who's your top three? Silva,
Vieira, and De Bruyne.
And so you're putting Silva and Vieira above De Bruyne?
Yes. See, for me, I don't. See, for me, I could easily have De Bruyne number one. I could easily have him number one, and he's got the Premier League. I could have De Bruyne number one, and I'd be happy with that. Like, I would definitely have De Bruyne over Vieira and Silva. I'd definitely have him over Lampard now. I'd probably have him over Scholes. I think it would just be him and Gerrard, and because he's got the Premier League medals in the bag, I could easily have De Bruyne number one. I could easily, personally.
Listen, I hear it. I've got him above Vieira. I've got him above. Oh, well, I had him above Lampard already. I have to put him above Gerrard. I have to, because what? Okay, when all is said and done, what did Gerrard really do? When
stop that, Neeks. No, stop that.
When all is said and done, when we actually take back Andy Gray's great commentary and Coppen and the long busting runs and the dives in the penalty area, when all is said and done, how good was Steven Gerrard really? No, but when you compare him to De Bruyne, what could Gerrard do that De Bruyne can't do? What could he actually do?
Make a tackle.
Fair enough, I give you that. We can make a tackle. Anything else?
Score from 40 yards.
De Bruyne can do that. De Bruyne got that. De Bruyne got some raspers into the top corner in his bucket list, or in his repertoire rather. Gerrard almost got Flanagan a Premier League medal. Let's not do this. Yeah, and he lost Flanagan a Premier League medal in the same season. Like, De Bruyne wins Premier League titles. Gerrard loses them. Listen, De Bruyne's a better passer. If you say Gerrard's got a better long shot, fair enough. But De Bruyne ain't lacking in his long shots. What can Gerrard actually do?
Play 38 games throughout the season
and still don't win the league. It's about quality, not quantity. It's quality, not quantity.
It's not Gerrard's fault. The rest of his team ain't good enough.
but why are you're saying they're not good enough? I don't agree with you. Xabi Alonso was more than good enough.
Look at that. Kevin De Bruyne been out the whole season, but his team's 2 points behind.
And they haven't won the league yet. But when he's there, when he's playing,
but they're good enough. But they're good enough to hang in there without him. If Gerrard wasn't there, they'd probably be 50 points behind.
Well, listen, maybe, but I can only judge a man on what he does, and I think he's a better passer. I think Gerrard is no more effective than Kevin De Bruyne. I think Kevin De Bruyne drags his team. His team ain't he ain't dragging them to top four. Granted, I get ahead of that. He ain't dragging them to top four, but as respective to what the teams are challenging for, De Bruyne has the impact on the team that Steven Gerrard has. Now, and the fact that Gerrard ain't got no Premier League titles, I think he's passing for assists. I don't know if he's passing for goals, but he probably has. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. I struggle. I really struggle. I don't think Gerrard's clear of him when it comes to talent. If we can just judge it on pure ability, I struggle to put Gerrard above him. Now, when it comes to ability, that's where I'm putting Scholes above De Bruyne. But in terms of impact on the team, De Bruyne, or say that like the ability to drag a team to a target, whatever it is, De Bruyne obviously does that more than Scholes. Scholes was never I'm gonna grab this team by the scruff of the neck. He did his work. Like he just kept it ticking. He kept ticking over. He was like, obviously Scholes weren't on form, weren't doing his thing. Man United weren't gonna win, but he's not necessarily gonna be the one to, all right, yeah, I'm gonna come on against Newcastle as he did, score the goal, get the assist, and I get all the plaudits in the end. But we saw the Scholes remember when Scholes retired, and then Man United just went, and they had to bring him back mid-season, and obviously we nearly won the league, and then the next season we won the league. For me, it's them to our top two, and I'm not gonna I would always back Scholes. Call me biased, call me whatever. I'll always back Scholes. I think his passing ability is better than all of them. Any midfielder I think we see in the Premier League, I think his passing ability is better. We know that he can play in terms of the number 10 role behind the striker, but he didn't do it for a long time in terms of getting the goals, etc. But if a man like Ramsey wants to put De Bruyne above it, I ain't gonna fight him. I'm not gonna fight him. I'm gonna back my guy, but I'm not gonna fight him. But I think at this point, and if this season goes in the way that I think it's gonna go, I think top two is like, I think that's the minimum. I think second place is the minimum you have to put De Bruyne, whoever you decide to put around them.
So Neeks, in the chat last year, September 2022, you asked, where does De Bruyne rank in the greatest Premier League midfielders? Yeah, hold on.
Go on. What I put?
You had Scholes 1,
Yep.
Gerrard 2, Lampard 3, Vieira 4, De Bruyne 5. So he's saying a quick quadruple, just boom.
When was this?
September 2022.
Listen, but you said a you mean a treble?
Treble.
Yeah, treble and quadruple. Relax. A treble
and a Premier League. Yeah.
Premier three-peat.
And a Club World Cup in it.
That's this season, mate. That's
yeah,
huge.
but I'm saying overall.
That's huge. Like Scholes has got a treble, and he's got 2 three-peats. he got 2 Champions Leagues, even though he didn't play in the first final. I think he got a medal for it. I don't know how it all works in the records, to be fair. But De Bruyne, granted, again, De Bruyne flopped in the final. He always does. So whatever. But a treble carries weight. I didn't even remember that 3-hour game.
I agree.
The treble carries weight. You can catapult yourself from 5th potentially to 1st in one season. All it takes is you have an iconic season now with an iconic moment. Scholes against Barcelona 2008. Yeah, that's crazy. I think he's top two.
You see, for me, right? Like, I hear what Neeks is saying, but for me personally, I have to rank it on ability and just basically who I think is like a better player, better all-round player. Because all of them are great players, all of them, and a lot of them are all-rounded. Maybe Scholes is probably the least all-rounded out of like Gerrard, Kevin De Bruyne, and Patrick Vieira, but still massive amounts of abilities. And the reason why I look at it less to do with impact is because if I look at the teams that they played in and the players that were in and around them, their level of impact kind of is situated with their players and the tactics and their managers. So, like, for example, Kevin De Bruyne, a large portion of his career and his standout at the highest elite level has come under Pep. But for that large portion, he's barely played with a striker. For a good few seasons, Pep played without a striker. And then even when he did have Aguero was out injured for large portions of seasons. And I think in his last season, he was barely there in Aguero's last season that he was at Manchester City. So Kevin De Bruyne had the ability and obviously needed to come up clutch. And the moments where he was needed, he came up clutch. But then you look at someone like Patrick Vieira, who me personally, I think is the greatest Premier League midfielder of all time, like just complete box to box all round. But you look at the team that he played in for most of his years, and you've got a player like Thierry Henry, who many people say is the greatest Premier League player of all time. He's not going to be like Kevin De Bruyne, where it's like, okay, I need to step up and make a long busting run, and I need to score the goal. No, you've got Thierry there, you've got Robin van Persie there, or you've got Dennis Bergkamp there, Robert Perez there. Like, he played with some great players. So the onus on him to do what Kevin De Bruyne did or to do what Gerrard did isn't there as much. And even with like Paul Scholes, and like you said, Paul Scholes maybe wasn't as impactful as Kevin De Bruyne, but that's because he's got Rooney there, Ruud van Nistelrooy, he's got Cristiano Ronaldo, and all these players, Carlos Tevez, that people that are impact players on their own. Whereas Kevin De Bruyne played with Gabriel Jesus. He's not an impact player. He played with Gabriel Jesus and what's his name? Leroy Sané, and these aren't impact players.
But
These aren't impact players.
Okay, but then how do you know that those players could do what Kevin De Bruyne has had to do? If
Oh, there's no way to know. There's no way to know. That's why I just pick based off of ability.
You said ability, but then but you're not. But then that's a part of his ability. His ability to do X, Y, Z without X, Y, ABC around him. Those others potentially, let's say Vieira, didn't. He never lacked ABC around him, so he hasn't proved that he's got the ability to do X, Y, Z. If we're going to look at ability, because would he be able to? Would he have the impact on the team, the match winning ability? When I say match winning, I don't mean goal scoring or assists. Like Van Dijk is a match winner. He don't score or get assists in that way, but he's a match winner. Would Vieira have the match winning impact of a De Bruyne if he didn't have Thierry Henry? I'm not saying he wouldn't, but I'm saying that's another part of De Bruyne's ability. It's like if it's a man who, it's like, oh yeah, but he takes free kicks. That's why his assists are so high, or that's why his goal tallies are so high. Yeah, but he's the best assist taker or free kick taker on his team. The other one who may be able to take free kicks, cool, but they got a better free kick taker in his team, so we don't see his ability come to the fore. You think he can do it, but until he actually does it, it's all kind of speculation. You think he's got the ability to match. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you can. I don't want to take away from what De Bruyne's done because others weren't in the situation. If anything, that enhances it. I'm just like his ability.
Sometimes you just have to see and just imagine it. It's kind of like all them years ago.
But that's why I got Scholes 1 above someone like Gerrard or Lampard, because
I hear it.
Winning moments, Gerrard and Lampard's got more memorable match winning moments. But as you said, they're in teams where either like Lampard was playing a free at Chelsea for so long that it was Makelele and Essie, and he did all the dog work. Drogba was kind of more facilitated than anything, and he's just making those late runs into the box to score goals. His name's in the headlines. Whereas Scholes was an asked to do that job, but it doesn't take away from his impact on the team. It's just in a different way. So I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think when all that's put together, I've still got De Bruyne above. I still got him above. Like, I mean, Gerrard's lucky to be in the conversation, if I'm honest. 0 Premier League titles.
It's kind of like all them years ago, when I remember when Messi was way younger, and
taking free kicks on Boston.
Yeah, first it was Ronaldinho. Obviously that didn't last long. He left, and then it was Xavi, and then it was Xavi taking the free kicks. And I was like, Messi's probably better. Because I seen him take like 1 or 2 like every now and then. Meant Xavi might not be on the pitch. And I'm like, no, Messi could take a free kick. But then obviously, I guess it's kind of out of respect. Xavi's like club captain after Puyol left, I think. After Puyol left, Xavi's club captain. And you're like, he's a senior player. He's my senior. It's kind of like out of respect. It's like, okay, you let him have it. It's kind of like when Ronaldo bounces around from club to club, right? And he takes the free kick. Like, he's like, yeah, you let him have it out of respect. But
to be fair, Ronaldo's the best free kick taker of all time. So.
Okay, yeah. But it's like if Messi was taking free kicks from much younger, like he should have been, because he's very, very good at them, people would probably be saying that he's up there as one of the greatest free kick takers of all time.
Like, no, he is up there.
He's up there.
he's just not Janino Pernambucano. Sorry.
Well, he might be. He
might have had better numbers than Janino, but I don't think he'd ever be better. But Janino was taking free kicks from every distance, every angle, with different technique. Like, listen, let's not go for a tangent. Gaza Chinny says De Bruyne can't drag the golden generation. Yeah, never could Gerrard and Lampard. Drag the golden English generation. Like, that's what they got in common. Fair enough, I'll give you that.
Yeah, but Patrick Vieira dragged the golden France generation. That's
true. Yeah, that's why it's the best. They had dragged bums like Zidane and Henry over the line. More like Trezeguet. It was more like Trezeguet. True. Vieira was a part of those big trophy-winning French teams. Like, you have to put a respect on that man's name. That's not the wrong one. And says that's why I put Gerrard above Lampard. Gerrard did it with Sturridge. Lampard did it with Drogba, which was easier. I mean, I would ask, did what with Sturridge? That would be my question.
That's what I'm saying. And he played with many strikers: Torres, Suarez, many of them.
Indiana, big like yourself, says Ginger Kev isn't even the best midfielder City have had. Silva and Yaya are the two best by a mile.
No, Yaya is very good, but Yaya's contribution was very, very small. Like in terms
Yeah, it
of
was- it was-
his
it was-
length of time, like it was very, very small, very, very small.
Listen, Silva's got a statue outside the city, so everyone knows how great that man is. But De Bruyne is like, okay, so Silva's obviously the easiest on the eye. He's majestic, glides the way he
So
turns.
sick, man. He's so sick.
He turns low center of gravity. I get that. He's like, if you're gonna compare, say the three.
He's like Bernardo Silva.
No, not even that. I say the three. You got Federer, Djokovic, Nadal. What's his name?
Silva's Federer.
Silver is Federer. Silver is Federer. Graceful, brilliant. So you can't, and he kind of started the era. Without him, this big free era would never existed. I don't even know how I want to put the others, but Yaya, I guess, at his best, let's say that. At his best, he's better than all three. Rafa Nadal. When he was at his peak, the other two couldn't touch him. But De Bruyne, Djokovic it's just non-stop. It's just constant. It's just assist after assist after assist. It's robotic. It's like a machine. Pep says go right, you get assist. He says go left, you get a goal. It's goal after goal. It's assist after assist, trophy after trophy.
I mean, to be honest, De Bruyne at his best is chatting to Yaya. I'm sorry, he's chatting to Yaya. De Bruyne at his best.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one.
De Bruyne at his best is nuts. At his best.
No, but
Ramon. I don't think you remember Yaya.
Remember Yaya's goal that he scored? I think it was against Stoke. It could have been the FA Cup. I can't remember. I think it was the FA Cup final. There was one against, I think, CSK Moscow. Like he was doing a madness. He was doing like Yaya was unstoppable. Like as an individual, he was unstoppable. Like, and as in physically, you could not stop him. There's nothing you could do.
I reckon them Newcastle men will tell you the same thing about 20 minutes against Kevin De Bruyne on Saturday. They couldn't stop him, and he wasn't even fit.
Someone asked me the other day, Premier League players
Lampard's Andy Murray. I give him that.
Who do you miss the most? Yaya Toure is the player I miss the most, man. Every Premier League player I've seen and watched, I've missed Yaya Toure the most, man.
I miss Fergie, mate. I miss Fergie.
Yeah, of course you do.
Nathaniel has joined us. Better late than never. I mean, we kind of just dragged on this section for you. You end up talking about Kevin De Bruyne. I don't know where you've been. We're talking 20 to 10, past everyone's bedtime. I think you're on mute. I don't know if you're on mute. You can't hear you. Oh, look at that. The man coming late. The audio's not even working. Yeah, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking.
1 2 1 2.
Damn it, we can hear him. Damn it.
Hey, Dar Wizzy from the Nizzy. Let me start talking about my guy. Let's go.
Talking to the mic better, please. Move.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Darwin Núñez finally scored some easy chances. 10 goals, 10 assists in all competitions this season. I mean, how low is the bar? Like, I'm so sorry. Just before we started, no. This is impromptu. I wasn't supposed to go here. But just before we started, I thought, let me get a picture of Darwin Núñez. And then I saw on Twitter, I just typed in Núñez, and then I saw all these tweets from Opta and TNT. And Darwin Núñez, the first Premier League player to score 10 goals and get 10 assists in all competitions this season. Really? This is what we're doing? It's a striker. It ain't Saka. 10 goals, 10 assists. It's a striker for Liverpool. Man's playing in the Europa League, and you're talking about he's the first one to get 10 goals and 10 assists. How low is the bar? But no, that's a separate question. You don't have to answer that. I know how low it is, very low. How low can you go? But is there hope that maybe he's turning it around and he can actually fire you to a Premier League trophy that his hefty price tag demands?
Listen, yeah, I have a lot of like faith in Darwin Nunes. Yeah, like I genuinely, I think the levels of delusion that I go through, like I'm like, this guy has to bang. Like so far, he's been doing well. Like you can see him when he plays down the middle. He hasn't been that great. But you see when he goes on the
I mean,
left,
when he plays as a striker,
when he plays down the middle, because
as a striker, yeah.
Liverpool don't play strikers. We play
Oh, sick.
attacking players.
That's what we're doing
we
now.
play we play we play
Defensive forwards and
we play forwards. We don't play like left wingers and right wingers like you regular teams. You get me? We have a special attack. So these man switch
Is this Pokemon?
sides.
Sorry,
They
go
play
on.
in different positions. You get me? It's a fluid attack. You know about fluid attack?
No,
Yeah.
we don't do that in Manchester at
Of
Carrington,
course you
mate.
don't. You
We
have
don't do that.
Anthony Martial, so I'm not
We
surprised.
don't have anti-Martial. Nobody has anti-Martial.
And
No,
Rasmus Hoyland. But yeah, no, I
Cool.
digress. He's finding his feet. He's still finding his feet. Like you can see the talent there. And then when he scores really good goals. Like the commentators always say, when he thinks about it or like he hesitates, that's when he misses his chances. And I started looking at it, and it's kind of true. Like when he doesn't think and the ball just comes to his feet and he just licks off the shot, it goes in.
He's
Yeah,
a
so
poor
Edison
man.
Cavani.
He's a poor man's Edison Cavani.
Huh?
He's a poor man's Edison Cavani.
No, man, he's not
No,
a
because
poor
that's what
man.
no, but that's respect. That's respectful because Cavani's an all-time striker in Europe. But
Yeah.
that was especially in his early days. That was his issue when he had to think about it, running maybe one-on-one or whatever. He's hitting the keeper. He's going wide because he's thinking about all these other options what he can do. But if it's a first-time finish, man scoring that.
When you look at his goals against, for example, Newcastle when he came on and got the brace, yeah, he didn't think about it. If the ball came, he's like, we're losing, bang, 2 goals. Like even the second goal he scored today, Gomez fires it over. He ain't thinking, should I go left foot, right foot? It's let me get it edge of my foot in the goal. Like he wasn't thinking
I
about
turned it
it.
off at 1-0 because who wants to watch Liverpool winning?
That's how I feel about City. But yeah, nah, he done what he needed to do. Like genuinely, I feel like we focus on him too much.
No,
You guys,
we don't. We don't focus on
we
it
need
enough.
to
If you ask me,
we need to
It's
start
you
looking at,
always banging in the chat about Darwizzy.
because he's so exciting to watch, bro. Like the ball gets at his feet, yeah, and you're thinking, what the hell is Darwin about to do? Like you're like, he'll get the ball on the left wing and you're thinking, yeah, he's gonna cut in, but what is he gonna do when he cuts in? Is he gonna see the run? Is he gonna try shoot and hit top bins? What the hell is Darwin good? He's so exciting to
he's
watch.
erratic. Erratic
Yeah.
is the word you're looking for.
Erratic, crazy, mad, whatever it is. I just like watching the guy play. Like he brings so much to our attack. Like
I agree. I agree. I think he's a player that I think he's for Liverpool. You kind of need to have him in your team,
bro.
one way or another. Like it might not be through the middle. Maybe you go Salah, Jota, Nunes on the left, or obviously Salah's not there at the moment. But you have to find a way to get him in team because I think he makes things happen. The problem is sometimes what he makes happen ain't always great. But when he's not there, there's a lack of things happening. And that's the problem. I'd rather make things happen and it's a bad end result than not make anything happen at all. In the whole in the knowledge that at least it can't go wrong. That's no way to play the football. I think he's important for the Liverpool side. But the question is he good enough to fire you to the Premier League title? And the reason why I say that is because Haaland's been out for a while and he's still the top goal scorer. I'm talking double-digit goals in the Premier League. We don't do all competition nonsense, Europa League. Premier League, we're talking 14 goals he's got. That's what we're dealing with. You're here to win. You can't win. You're not in the Champions League because you flopped last year. So we're talking about Premier League. Is he good enough to lead Liverpool to the Premier League title this season?
It's Nunes won't win the title.
No, don't. You don't. You just answer my question. Don't worry about that.
Wait, one sec.
Bottling it.
Let me answer
Yeah,
first.
go on.
I think he's not, but I think Salah is, and he's a part of that because Salah is so good, and Salah is sometimes unstoppable. He is the guy. If they didn't have Salah, no chance, absolutely no chance can Darwin lead Liverpool to the title. But Salah can, and Darwin can be a part of that. And to be honest, if Liverpool win the league this year, well, it shows how big Salah is because he did it with Mane and Firmino, and that strike force we thought was amazing. He carries this one. He carries this one to the title. So obviously they're doing it without Salah at the moment, which is good. But long term, like 38 games, like you need Salah, and Darwin's a part of Salah's army.
Bro,
Go on.
Oh, like I was gonna say, like we can't say, is Darwin gonna lead us? Because it's not the Darwizzy show. Yeah, it's this season. If we win the title, it's because everybody chipped in, from the right wing straight across to the left wing and the midfield. Like everybody's chipping in. Like Jota was injured for how long? He's come back. He's scoring hella goals. Diego Jota scoring goals as usual. What's it called? Gakpo. He comes on. He links up the play. Feeds the ball to whoever. He's like, it's not just like one person running down the middle or collecting a ball and just sprinting at and scoring. This season it's like we're scoring team. Like we're gonna have goals across the whole team. There's gonna be like 15 with one guy, 10 with another, 12 elsewhere. Like I'm telling you, like it's gonna be great. That's what I'm saying for now.
Kyle, were you gonna say something? I can't remember.
I lost my point.
No, about what?
No. I thought you were gonna say something at some point. I thought.
No.
You interrupted. But Nat, while you're there, perfect timing. So in the summer, these were the predictions. And you had Liverpool to win the league, Man City second, Arsenal third, which is the current makeup of the top three. You confident? You're confident that's gonna happen? You're happy with that prediction? Man City, that gap that you got to, I think you're muted again. Oh, you are muted.
Yeah. Of course, bro. I'm so happy that the league table is exactly how it is now, because if it stays how it is, Kyle owes me a 10-page apology.
What are you waffling on about, man?
Because, what do you mean? Kyle was in the group chat saying, can we just scratch out Nat's predictions? Nat's prediction, clear out that column. Nat is wasting space. Bare ways in the group chat.
But you are
top of the league in the new year. All of us with
so was Arsenal.
No, Arsenal weren't top of the league in the new year. They were second, bro. They're not even.
No, I mean last season. I'm talking about last season. They were last season.
We're not Arsenal. We're Liverpool. Yeah. So far, I've been right. And as you can see in my name, it says Nat knows.
There's no such thing as so far been right.
I know. Like I said Everton will get relegated. Look at them on the cusp of getting another 10-point deduction.
I can't believe every single last one of us put Man United in top 4. Flipping hell.
I know.
I can't believe I've gone Nick Pope Golden Glove, man. That's irking me. This guy's out for the season.
Oh my god!
I mean, to be fair, Kyle went Onana, and I think he might have a shout. To be fair, like no, Onana's got a few clean sheets, but
Listen, man, I'm telling
how
you.
You not got Man United? Like, I know why I've got Man United there. That's one thing, but why have you not got Man United? Like, you got to answer for your crime.
To be fair, I've got Man United the lowest with Nat, so I'm excused.
No, you're not excused.
You man got them in third.
I'm a Man United fan. That's excusable. That's understandable. You have got no excuse to make such a bad prediction.
What was I thinking? All of us have got Aston Villa out of the fray. I mean, to be fair, only me and Ramona even got their name visible.
Nah, man.
No one else putting respect on their name.
Nick said because they're in Europe, they're gonna throw it up. He said Europe's gonna wipe them out.
Wait, so when Europe comes back around, and they win the Europa Conference League, and then drop in the league like Emery does, who's gonna have the last laugh? Because my team's still in the FA Cup, and in the League Cup, and in the UCL and the UEL. Like Bellingham is cooking up a storm. I'm set. Man United, I'm set.
Man United are still in the League Cup.
They're not in the League Cup. They're in FA Cup.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you
one
said the
second.
League Cup. Sorry.
Wait, who are the current teams at the bottom of the table?
My team. My predictions is in the League Cup. As in Chelsea.
Okay, cool.
I can't believe no one picked. Oh my lord, that's horrendous. Our relegation candidates are bad, man.
I've got mine right.
Cast the Wolves to go down. Damn.
Yeah, Ramon, they're so bad, man. But Burnley and Sheffield United and Luton are just worse, man.
It's true.
Oh boy.
Chelsea,
I have a feeling.
Fair enough. Good shout.
I have a small feeling that Luton might stay up.
No chance.
I don't know why. I feel like Ross Barkley isn't gonna let them go down.
Sorry,
Bigger man have gone down.
Can we deep that all of you lot had Newcastle qualifying for Champions League next year?
Yeah, don't worry about that, man.
I got them fifth. That's not qualified.
Exactly.
Yeah, fifth is probably Champions League. Yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah. Neeks, you got Chelsea qualified for Champions League.
Yeah,
so don't you go.
No, but to be fair, Newcastle are below Chelsea. Newcastle are 10th.
Listen, Man United, Chelsea, and Newcastle will be lucky to get Champions League.
Oh boy,
he's got Liverpool all the way down in fourth and that.
You know what? I wanted to move them, but I didn't have enough reason to end the transfer.
Wait, I just clocked Man United above Liverpool. What's going on here?
That's Ramsey and
Javan.
Yeah. I don't know why.
You lot are drunk.
I was sure I said Liverpool were competing.
No, you lot are drunk. I
don't know what happened. Why do I do this, bro?
Yeah, Ramon. Why do you do this, Ramon? Why?
No, but what was it? There must have been a reason.
I wanted to move them, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? I've done it already. I wanted to move. You know when we do the post transfer window?
Yeah.
I was just like, nah, let me just.
Why did we do it in the first place?
I don't know.
Because you weren't.
No, you know what it was.
You weren't rating our midfield.
I'm pretty sure they missed out on about 2 or 3 DMs. And then they got that Japanese dudes. They got and you're like, nah, it ain't gonna be enough to secure.
I think I said if they sign a DM like Caicedo or Lavia, I will remove them, and they didn't, so I had no reason to move it.
Can I say something quickly about Endo? Like just when we who did McAllister score that banger against the other day? The one where the volley.
Mate, it's your team. You need to come up.
It was like Brighton or something like that where he scored it and it went top bins. Anyways, Endo scored in that game, yeah. And ever since that game, Endo hasn't played below a 7 since that game till he's gone to the Asia Cup. The boy has balled out in every competition. Anytime he's gone and touched pitch for Liverpool, he's played like proper. He's kept it simple. He's kept it cute. Grab the ball, look up, pass. Someone's trying to get past him. Tackle them, and pass the ball. Kept it simple. Running up and down the pitch, playing the long passes out to the wing.
Okay, Steven Gerrard.
Jesus Christ! Man is waxing lyrical for that bloody Endo. Like, is this what it's come to?
He's
all right.
What was needed to be done. You get me?
I appreciate that soliloquy. No, but you did join late, so we do have to kind of move on. But we'll stick with you right there. So you don't need anyone in January. You got Endo. You're set. So you're telling me?
I don't think we need anybody.
Cool.
I don't think we need anybody. People talk about Liverpool should buy a centre back. I was like, for what? We have
Endo. Endo can cover the back, front.
We have Virgil.
75% of the world covered by water.
Exactly.
12.5% is covered by Kante. Another 12.5% covered by Endo.
Exactly. We have in defense. We have Virg, Konate, Gomez, and Kwanzaa, so we don't need another centre back. Like we're
Who?
covered. Jarrell Kwanzaa, the young boy. Yeah, he's balling, bruv. You lot would.
And the right back. What's his name? He got their sister there.
Bradley?
Oh, Bradley.
Trent Jr.
Yeah, man, we got players. We have Simic. We're covered in defense. We don't need a goalkeeper because Alisson is perfect, best goalkeeper in the world by far. No one can chat to him. The
he's the best in
midfield.
the world. Courtois is pretty decent, but
Who cares about
I
that
actually
guy?
think Courtois is better than him. Courtois is so sick.
No, Courtois is just tall.
yeah, that's it. That must be it. Sorry.
Yeah. And up front, we have the best attack in the league, so we're good. We're good. We have nothing. We don't need to sign nobody.
Cool.
Salah went on holiday, and we're still winning games.
Salah's back.
Yeah. He's back to watch us play. You get me? He's coming to chill. We're gonna beat Fulham. We're gonna beat Chelsea when they come. We're good, man. We're good, man. We come back. You're gonna come back to me at the end of the season, and you're gonna literally read my name, Nat Knows Ball, because I was right.
I'm glad you like this because when it comes to the end of the season, the podcast is gonna be on pause for 30 minutes just to listen to all the nonsense you have to say, all the excuses you're gonna come with as to why you didn't win the league. Don't worry, it's fine.
No, but
it's so good.
But if we don't win the league, it's because VAR robbed us, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Against Tottenham.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Mm.
Ramsey, this guy is under further investigation for moving the ball 1 yard to the right. They're calling it spread betting. You still want to sign him?
I never wanted to sign him in the first place.
Oh, is it? Oh, you must be the only one there.
Wait, are you being serious?
No, I didn't want to sign him. No, I mean, like if he comes, then I'll take him. I guess I'll take him. And he's not. He's not
much choice if he comes. You have to take him.
He's there, isn't it? He's there.
No, wait. Are you being serious?
Am I being serious? What?
Serious about what?
Further investigation.
Well, no, Nottingham Forest complained to the FA or Premier League saying that he moved the ball to the right.
Wait, moved the ball to wait. What does that mean? I didn't watch the game.
As in, like he moved the ball along.
The ref did a spray where the ball's supposed to be, and then he sprayed the line. When the when the wall was set up, and then the ref had his back turned because he's going towards the wall, he moved the ball a bit to the right so he could easily curl it basically around the wall into the far corner. So the wall wasn't then set up correctly for the new position of the ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the Nottingham Forest complained to the Premier League. And like, what are you gonna do? It's ridiculous.
To be fair, he probably should be investigated because before the game, like the day before the game, we're in a separate WhatsApp chat. Me, Wesley, and some other guys that play some bets online. And Wesley sent through a message that said that apparently Ivan Toney says that if he scores, he's gonna reveal a message and he's also going to get booked. So on the bet, put down Ivan Toney to score anytime to be booked and reveal a message. And people did it and they want bare money. So yeah, he probably should. I don't know how that information got leaked. And literally happened. He scored, revealed the message and got booked. So I didn't watch the game, but I know that happened because I saw the bets in it. Because apparently that was the word on the street.
So you could let us know, no?
I like.
But I didn't know how true it was. Man just come off a ban. Surely he's not cheating. He's not. Surely he's not. Right?
Yeah, back like he never left, did it? Like he never missed a day. But yeah, Ramsey, what you say? So you don't want Toney? So
no, I personally don't want Toney. I would like a better striker in the summer. I want
you know what? I hear you. I hear you 100% because Toney's good. But Toney ain't Haaland. Now, I know no one is Haaland unless it's Mbappe. But what I mean is he ain't elite. Does he improve your side? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Does improvement mean that you may have a better chance of winning the league? Yeah. But you need to be signing like guarantees.
I mean, I watched him on Saturday and I thought he was good. He's had good link-up play and he's quite, he was effective. But as I said, I I know I'm not even basing it off one game. I'm basing it off the last 2 years he's been in the Premier League, really. But I see that about him. I know his game. He's a good player. He can score goals. But I want better than him. I personally want Osimhen. That'll be, if you gave me one, who do you want? And realistically, I still think it's could be realistic to get. I want Osimhen in the summer, rather than pay whatever Brentford say 100 mil for Tony now. That'd be my preference. And I always kind of thought that would happen. I thought we'd buy a striker next summer. I thought that would be the time. January, I just feel like it's panic. It's when you kind of panic and you kind of need one now. And maybe we do need a striker now to win us the league. But if he's Antonio, I don't think we'll. I don't think we're in a position to win the league. I don't think we're there. We're there.
And then you end up being stuck with him. Then you might not win the league.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I said the same thing to some Arsenal fans in another group chat, I think it was, and I said, Tony coming, especially on the back of a ban. You don't even know what Tony you're getting. I know he scored a free kick yesterday. I didn't watch the game, but how long is it going to take him to get back up to like his best? Maybe 3 months. Maybe I don't know. Maybe 2 months. I have no idea. By then, you're 10 points behind. The league's done, and now you're relying on Tony to win you the league next season, the season after. It's not the January for the amount of money they want to bomb around.
I know, right?
Somebody gonna save Carl. Yeah, like I lost my train of thought, but he ain't the guy. He ain't gonna be the one. He's gonna lead you to the Premier League title. And I think one of the things is that people say, what is he guaranteed in terms of Premier League goals? He link play, but then now you're relying on Saka and Martinelli to up their goal tally to really get the best out of Tony. Whereas I think what you want is a man who's going to be like, I'm going to get mine. You lot will do your, but I'm going to get mine. Like how Haaland went into City and he's like, I'm going to get mine. And I think that's what Arsenal need. And Tony's not comparable to Salah and he's not comparable to Haaland. And I'm not saying Osimhen is better than them, but he's definitely up there with the best you can get as comparable to Salah and Haaland. So, I'm with you on that. I think I'm not saying right off the season, but if not signing Tony means you don't win the league, don't sign him, because signing Tony don't mean you win the league either.
And I don't think we'll panic. I think we've made a decision, whether it's Tony or not. I think our decision is probably made, and then it will probably be, if we do get Tony, I think it will still be in the summer anyway, because I think he to have his game, as I said, after a ban, to integrate with the whole team. I think it'll be too difficult to get that going and get that guarantee. But I don't know. They might get him in the summer. I just think they got their target for the summer already. And it might be, and maybe him on a last year, going into his last year in the summer. I doubt he will sign a new deal. Then you might get him at a cheaper price in the summer. So yeah, maybe. But yeah, I wouldn't be spending the money they're talking about for him at all.
So you don't think, like, if you signed him now, he'll have that new club bounce where he'll just ball out for like the rest of the season?
He might, but I don't think he will be. I don't think, let's say, if San Antonio we win the league, I don't think it's like that. Like it could help us, but we'd have to spend, because of what he's been through. Brentford will ask for a lot of money because they've not had him for so long, and they kind of need him. So I wouldn't say the money that we spend will guarantee us that title. So if it doesn't guarantee us a title, I'd rather just leave it now and get him in the summer for a cheaper deal, or a better player in the summer. That would be my preference personally.
Okay.
I think with Arsenal, right, and I think the reason why they probably end up going with Ivan Toney, I think their mind is probably, like Ramon said, their mind is set on the striker that they want, whether it's January or summer. Like if they get Tony in January, it's not because they were like, oh, Osimhen was too expensive in January, so we ended up with Tony. I think they got Tony in January because it's Tony who they wanted, and I think they probably want Tony because if I look at the players that they've signed, and I think I can't remember where I heard it, but Arsenal. Right now, they're in a phase where they generally want to sign Premier League proven players. So a lot of their signings are just players that are being proven in the Premier League, and they've come and they've been effective for Arsenal. Zinchenko's been effective, Premier League proven at Man City. Jesus, Premier League proven. Declan Rice, Premier League proven, is coming and has been effective. Like they generally buy Premier League proven players, and that's why they're going for Ivan Toney, because he's like the best available like Premier League striker that is proven. He's done it at Brentford. We know he's good. We know he's we know his game, and he's at a very good quality. He'll probably come in and be our best striker. And we've got Jesus there as backup. We can probably move and get it on, so on and so forth. But if you go and get Osimhen, yes, we all acknowledge that Osimhen's a better striker than Tony. But from Arsenal's point of view, he's not Premier League proven. And then what you end up with is you might end up with someone like Darwin Núñez that might take 2 years to get going. Arsenal don't want someone that's going to take 2 years to get going, because I think there's many people that have said it, and Arsenal fans including. How long have we got with the likes of Saka and Saliba and so on until the clubs like Real Madrid come calling and they end up leaving? Arsenal may not have them for the next 8 years. So if they want to win and they want to win now, I think they're trying to sign like Premier League proven players, and that's why they've bought a lot of Premier League players. Havertz, Odegaard, because Odegaard came as a loan, and then they bought him the next season. So they came and they were like, yeah, Odegaard's good enough. We'll definitely buy him because he's proved himself in the Premier League. So we'll buy him, and yeah, they buy Premier League players. So they're probably set on Ivan Toney just because he's Premier League proven.
I'll tell you what though, I think it's proven. Well, what's our month now? Oh, sorry, date 21st. Got about 10 days left. It's a slow window. I don't think there's going to be much happening. Probably the biggest transfer of the window so far has been Jadon Sancho going to Borussia Dortmund in terms of notoriety, stature of player, that kind of thing. Obviously, Timo Werner's come in at Spurs. They've signed they signed a centre back from Genoa, Dragusin or Radu Dragusin, or how we pronounce it, 25 million. Who do Man City need? I can't see Man City going out and really signing anyone. I don't think they're really going to lose anyone. Maybe Calvin Phillips goes and they bring a little loan replacement or something like that, so to supplement the side. I don't know, maybe not. If Smith Rowe goes, are they going to go out and get someone? But it doesn't look like Smith Rowe's going to go. I don't think there's going to be much movement. And at Man United, of course, we need players, but I don't really want to go and sign anyone this winter. Unless you're telling me, we're talking top class, world class players, because we ain't doing nothing this season. So our season's done. Like I'm hoping that somehow we can scrape our way into another FA Cup final and make the chips fall our way this time. But we ain't finishing the top four. Our structure is not in place as it stands at the moment. We've just got a new CEO, guy that we signed from Man City, so to speak. He was their CFO. Yeah, poached. He was their CFO. But our structure's not fully in place. I mean, technically, the Premier League takeover ain't even been 100% ratified by the Premier League yet from Ineos. But of course, things are happening. But for me, I don't want any signings to take place until we've got that full new structure in place. So this, as bad as our season is, I don't want us to make any signings. Not saying Liverpool probably ain't going to go sign anyone. Arsenal ain't going to spend 100 million on Toney. So you're really not who are they really going to go out and sign in January? Man City, I don't think they need anyone. Spurs,
Chelsea will get someone.
Well, Chelsea always getting someone in it, but I don't think I'll be interested to see who Chelsea get, because Broja might go. So maybe, and obviously Fofana's gone back on loan, I think it is. So maybe they go out and get a striker, especially with Nkunku's injury record. But yeah, I can't see much real.
I think Man United want Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, summer. We're coming. We're cooking up something. When Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, Vinicius has no place. So
Stop that. He has a place, mate. Stop that.
It sounds like Bayern Munich are the only one that's active at the moment. Well, Bayern Munich seem active this January. They want.
Well, they tried to sign
the English boys.
Well, they tried to sign Dragusin, and he obviously went to Spurs, so they got Eric Dyer instead. And they're trying to get Trippier on, Harry Kane's obviously wants his little.
Wait, ain't Bayern out of everything but the league and the Champions League?
Well, I mean, that's not everything. Bloody hell,
they're out of their local cups, isn't it?
I think they've only got one local.
They only got one. Yeah.
That's the
but they lost today though, and they lost
to Werder Bremen. So they're
and they're like 5 points.
Yeah. Behind with the game in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Something like that.
behind Leverkusen.
Harry Kane curse.
Harry
Oh,
Kane curse.
I'm
I mean,
telling
they
you.
already lost the Super Cup on there when he was on the bench for his like debut.
Mm.
They got knocked. I'm sure they got knocked out to a lower league side
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
cup.
Mm.
Yeah, he might just have to win the Champions League and call it a day.
Mate, it's his curse. No matter how many goals he scores, the team don't win nothing.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens over there. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a slow window.
Mm.
I don't think Tony's gonna go anywhere, so we ain't got nothing to worry about there. What I want to talk about quickly is the FIFA awards or football awards in general. Now, the great Cristiano Ronaldo, who obviously everyone hangs on his every word, especially Kyle. You remember, Kyle? He hung on his every word.
See what you're saying, man.
He stated, I'm trying to find the tweet. Bear with me. He said, Ballon d'Or and the best. Well, I don't think I actually said Ballon d'Or. I think what he said, these awards, the Ballon d'Or and the best, are losing credibility. It's not to say that Messi didn't deserve it, or Haaland, or even Mbappe, but the numbers are there, and the numbers don't deceive you. Sorry, don't deceive. You have to consider the entire season. The numbers are facts. The numbers are facts, but I don't think you can make full judgment on numbers. But are these awards losing credibility? And I say that because obviously Messi, we know he's won 8 Ballon d'Ors, which he won in December, the 8th one, and then he won more recently his 8th FIFA World Player of the Year. Now I don't think, sorry, I don't think most people had that issue with the Ballon d'Or, because obviously you won the World Cup. I mean, I have no issue with it personally. I know I think there's other debate about whether he should or not and how much the World Cup matters. But I always think in the World Cup year, Ballon d'Or, the award should signify the highest level of the game, which is the World Cup. And we know what he did there, and he won it, and he had a decent season with PSG as well. But the FIFA best, he won the one in 2022, which included the World Cup period, and then he won the one in 2023, which didn't include the World Cup. So that was time he was playing at PSG and in Inter Miami. Are these awards losing credibility? Is Cristiano Ronaldo right? Even if you might say he's bitter, is he right? Because I think what more could Haaland have? Like, Haaland may never have another season like this in his life. And I don't just mean in terms of goals, but he broke the records in terms of Premier League records for goals and won the treble on the back of it in his first season at Manchester City. He may never have another season like this, yet he's lost to a guy who had a half-decent spell at PSG and won the league. I think, who did Man City knock them out of the Champions League? I can't remember now. Maybe not. I can't remember. And then went to MLS. How do you not win against that competition? I would agree with Ronaldo in that they are losing his integrity, because Haaland is, I think he's hard done by. He should have been the FIFA best player of the year.
But who's the onus on though? Because we're talking about the credibility of the award, but it's the people that are voting for the awards that are part of the problem, right?
100%.
Son voted for Messi as number 1. Van Dijk voted for Messi. Lewandowski voted for Messi. Robertson voted for Messi. Kane voted for Messi, I think. Like these guys are the guys that they're playing against. These guys are putting them up for the award. Like, I know it's only 25%, and then journalists are 25%, and then coaches or whatever. But like, the players essentially that Messi is playing against are the ones that are part of the problem, really. Like, we always known previously, before, it was maybe about you vote for your brethren or whatever. But these men, they're not his, like Son and Van Dijk and Lewandowski. I don't think they're boys with Messi. I think they just, I don't know why they just choose him, and maybe for them, maybe they are basing it off previous history or whatever. But these guys need to they need to hold the corn for that. We should be, as soon as Messi wins it, we should be going straight for Van Dijk and say, "What are you doing? Why are you voting for Messi? Haaland just tore you up the whole season, and you're voting for Messi." Like, you know what I mean? Like, these men need to take accountability for it, because the award just has to present the results that they calculate. Now, maybe you could say journalists maybe should have a bit more of a say because they're watching it from afar or whatever. But then
Footballers don't know balls.
but the
Footballers don't
players,
know balls.
but the players always say that they love the award voted for, especially in the
By
Premier
the
League,
player, I hear
by
it.
their peers because they don't want to give it to them. Now we are giving them the power and they're
But then watch
making
this. And
ridiculous decisions.
I'm not saying this is the case for necessarily this award per se, but what did Jamie Carragher say on the most recent Stick to Football podcast? He goes, when we were voting for the PFA, we would see, all right, one of our players has got a chance of winning. He's up against, let's say a rival player. Nobody here vote for that player. Despite that player being the best or second best player that season, we're not going to vote for him in our top two because our intent is to get our player winning, not to make the true award or the true result in the end. Now, over the course of the league, maybe it will even itself out and you get the right person anyway. But it already goes to show that players can't be trusted. The players can't be trusted because they've got their own biases and allegiances.
But even Wrighty, when he was talking about he was saying I vote for the player when I played against them myself, who I saw on the pitch. If they played against me and they were the best over, but I'm thinking, bro, you're counting out on 2 games. What if they were suspended for those 2 games and for the rest of the season they scored 40 goals?
Players cannot be trusted because they make the players, and I don't blame the players in the sense of their job is not to analyze football. Their job is to play football. And I'm not saying journalists are perfect, but journalists, pundits, whatever, those people who are who are watching the game, fans and journalists and pundits watch the game more than players do because players are playing. They're busy playing. They're busy training. It's not their job to do that. So I don't blame the players per se. They're going to make their judgment whatever they want to make it on. But as you said, maybe it's the weighting of their votes that is now becomes the issue rather than the fact that they even have a vote. But when the Ballon d'Or was peaking, nobody cared what the player had to say. It was France football. We're gonna tell you he's the best player in the world, and you accept that. And everyone was happy. Everyone was happy. It's only FIFA who said, let's get our captains and the managers." So this sorry, before I go to someone else quickly, this was the final vote. So Messi got 48. As well as Haaland, Mbappe got 35. And the winner was decided by the highest number of 5-point scores, which obviously is the first place. So Messi got, I don't know, is that the 13 captains?
Yeah.
13 captains, 11 coaches, 11 media versus 13. So the coaches and the media had Haaland. So not the players. The captains, so the players had Messi, and then the fans obviously had Messi. Now, even and the fans one is obviously there's gonna be bias there as well because Messi's gonna have a million more fans than Haaland and Mbappe. So I think it goes back to the point. I think it's losing its integrity for one reason or another. I don't know who the blame is, but you look at the result and you're like, was Messi the best player in 2023?
No.
Haaland must feel hard done by. He must.
Funny enough, Messi actually voted for Haaland.
Well, yes, because he can't vote for himself.
True. That's also true. Yeah, he voted for Erling, man.
But that's good of him because he would have known that Haaland was the main contender to his award.
Listen, both of them didn't even show up, so how great?
That's why even why I had the, glad you said that. Why I had the picture of Henry receiving it. The winner, obviously, Haaland knew he didn't. They must have told him, "Sorry, you didn't win." So yeah, why am I turning up for this farce? But I don't think Mbappe was there either.
No, but they were all there for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Because it was more prestigious. The Ballon d'Or also because the FIFA was a joke. FIFA was an absolute joke. It's been a joke for a while. I'm not gonna lie. They started merging the Ballon d'Or. I was so happy when they split. Apparently, they're merging it again. Apparently, that's what I've heard, which is a shame. But the fact that Messi didn't even turn up to collect the award, I think it speaks to the fact. I think it's losing its integrity. People are looking at it like, all right, thanks, I'll take it. But what does it actually mean?
They
What's
need
your
to
thoughts?
pattern up, man.
Kyle, what's your thoughts? Is your
I mean, I think it's clear and obvious to see, but I mean, losing integrity compared to what? Because over the years, over the decades, you're always gonna have gripes. Look, Lewandowski being robbed. People say Thierry's the biggest Ballon d'Or robbery. Today, Iniesta got robbed. Schneider got robbed, and it happens all the time. Like, so when we say it's losing integrity, what are we comparing it to? What are we saying? Because Messi and Ronaldo have dominated Ballon d'Or and all these FIFA awards, and best FIFA men's award and all these awards. They've dominated for the past 10 to 15 years, but yet a large portion of that, a large number of the years, people have always said, well, they actually, you know what, maybe they didn't deserve to win that. They didn't deserve to win that. And then when Modric won it that 1 year, they were like, oh yeah, finally, that's right. They got something right. So it's like, when we say it's losing integrity, what are we comparing it to? Because when Ronaldo was winning, and some people might have said, you know what, how's Ronaldo come out with that one? He weren't coming out saying, yeah, but the numbers are there. It's losing integrity. He's keeping his mouth shut because he's winning the award. Now he's not winning the award. He feel like he needs to come out and say something. And it's not even that he wasn't winning the award. It's now that he's winning the award and he's not in the top two with Messi, with his rival. He's just nowhere to be seen. Oh yeah, now I gotta say something.
He won the Globe Soccer Award for the highest.
Yeah, I saw that. And when you saw it, when you see it, the man didn't even get up. He just sat there, long face, didn't even acknowledge the thing. When they called his name out.
Bring the award to me, mate. I am the king. No, but you're right. You're right. Maybe you never had integrity in the first place. I hear you.
To be fair, FIFA best were the only ones that did give Lewandowski the award because Ballon d'Or took a year off when he should have won.
Even that was a big. Oh yeah, sorry. French league cancelled the award. What kind of nonsense is that? Like, the majority of the season was played, and then the next season started in the same calendar. It's just it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, no, Ballon d'Or. I think it's nonsense. I think the FIFA one's nonsense. I think both of them are rubbish as a collective.
It's because Van Dijk and Salah can't win none of them.
No, genuinely, I think it's a waste of time. Like, because when you look at it, yeah, and you're seeing some of these guys ball out. You see, for example, Haaland balled out last season, scored how many goals, like won how many trophies, and then man's coming second to a guy that all he did was go from one team to the next, like, and not even do well. It's a.
But do you think for the players, man, barring Messi and Ronaldo, because they won so many, the players must be desperate? Because the way as Thierry still talks about it to this day, like he could, like, how he's never won one. I think the players
to win it.
Yeah, like,
of course they are. Especially the Ballon d'Or.
Because they want to be able to beat their chest and say, yeah, I was the best.
I was the best. If you get one, Michael Owen got one.
Yeah, Michael Owen's got one. No one can chat to him.
I won a Ballon d'Or. Like, I saw a poll. I can't remember what channel it was on. On the YouTube community page. It was like, who are the greatest African players of all time? It's the Drogba, Salah. I think maybe Salah was there. George Weah and Samuel Eto'o. And George Weah won the poll. And you're in the comments, and everyone's just like, well, you got Ballon d'Or, you got the Ballon d'Or, you got the Ballon d'Or. Like, the Ballon d'Or carries weight. You got the Ballon d'Or. No one was alive when he won. It was 1994, granted, but that weren't alive. But you won the Ballon d'Or. Where's Salah's Ballon d'Or? Where's Drogba's Ballon d'Or? Where's Eto'o? 2 Champions League, highest goal scorer in African history, African combination, but no Ballon d'Or. And then in the comments questioning, well, he never carried the team to the Champions League, so did George Weah carry his team? No, but he won the Ballon d'Or.
Wait, I just realized Owen won the Ballon d'Or whilst at Liverpool, right?
Yeah. The Europa League.
When you won the triple.
Yeah. So we had a Ballon d'Or winning player in our squad.
You did.
All right.
When did he leave?
2004.
Okay.
Yeah, he played 96 to 2004. I just checked it on his wiki page. I just had to make sure.
So you had the Ballon d'Or winner and still weren't able to win the Premier League. And man want to talk about Gerrard was playing with scrubs.
And
And
wait, did we win? Didn't we win a treble that season
that's
that he
no,
won
it was a
Ballon d'Or?
triple. You won a triple.
Treble.
You won
But
the League
we won,
Cup,
we
the
won
FA
3
Cup, and the
trophies,
UEFA
right?
Cup.
That's 3
You
trophies,
might
right?
as well won the Community Shield, the Super Cup, and
I'm
the World
I'm
Cup.
just trying to check. That was 3 trophies, right? 3 trophies.
Free,
No
All
league
right.
title.
Cool.
No league
I,
title.
Ramon, leave me alone.
We ain't got no Ballon d'Or winners in our squad.
We are
And
free.
we got titles.
Gaza Trini says FIFA best is bigger than Ballon d'Or. It's not.
Nah,
It's
they're
not.
both as rubbish as each other, in my
It's-
opinion.
Ballon d'Or is the more prestigious. 100%. I mean, it's been around longer as well, as far as I'm.
And the trophy looks nicer.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
It actually does look a whole lot nicer.
Yeah, definitely. It's not even close. Speaking of Salah and his inability to win, he was at the African Nations Cup, got injured,
Was he?
and
Yeah,
apparently-
I don't want to talk about this.
but we have to. Nat being our honorary, well not honorary, but our resident African.
Egypt just tweeted to say he's coming back for the semi-finals.
Oh yeah, if they make it. Good luck to them. Group A, Equatorial Guinea, Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria somehow Nigeria in second place, because they've been awful in this run up to this African Cup of Nations, but they beat Ivory Coast in the last game, so it looks like they are going to be into the next
Listen,
round.
Ivory Coast need to show face, boy. They need to show face. Your yard. And this is your performances you're putting
Yeah,
in.
exactly. Yeah, home you have it's top 2 that go through plus 4 best third place team, so they probably only need a draw from the next game to pretty much cement their space in the next round. But yeah, as a host nation, you kind of want to be touching semis. That you just, especially a host nation of Ivory Coast.
But
football.
in both of their games, they weren't like bad.
No, they weren't. But Nigeria are bad, and they lost to Nigeria. So that's
that's the only thing. It was just odd that one.
Group B,
Listen,
Cape
no
Verde.
matter how good or bad you are, man, this is tournament football, man. It's about wins.
Well,
It's
exactly.
all about wins.
That's why Southgate's still in the job.
Yeah.
Group B, Cape Verde in I think it's their first African Cup of Nations, and their 2 wins from 2 so far. Whilst your beloved Ghana, they've got a must-win game, isn't it? In their next fixture. Who's your next fixture against? Would it be Mozambique?
It must be Mozambique.
Yeah, Mozambique. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. So pretty much a must-win game, because 2 points ain't going to be enough to go through as a third place team. So you're going to have to beat Mozambique. You gifted Egypt that draw. That was embarrassing. That talk to us.
There was this uncle. There's a video of this uncle on social media, where he was like, "I'm supporting Ghana because I'm Ghanaian, not because I have any expectations of them to do anything. I'm just here because I'm Ghanaian to support my team." And that is my opening and closing statement. Because how can you come on wearing the number 11 shirt and you get the ball, and instead of running towards the Egyptian goal, you run to your own, you give the ball to the winger puts the ball across and he scores? Big man, do you have a sense of direction? Where's your sense of direction? You come on for somebody that literally just gave away a goal. Inaki Williams gave away a goal. And you come on and you do exactly the same thing, but even worse. I've never been so stressed out in my life.
And then he got subbed off, isn't it?
Yeah, he got subbed off. And
Yeah.
you know, the most annoying part about that game is that aside from the 2 mistakes, we played better football in terms of we came out with the intention to attack and actually try and win. When we played the first game, it was like we were playing Chris Hughton. Chris Hughton brought up Brighton, trying to stay up in the Premier League. We were playing that defensive, just sit there and wait for things to happen football. It was absolutely rubbish.
To be fair, I mean, in that first game, you were coming up against the Man United legend that is Bebe. So how did you expect to cope?
It's true, man. It's true. But
he already scored the goal of the tournament. Assist from the goalkeeper, but
yeah,
we take it.
If we play with intent against Mozambique, we get the 3 points, but it probably won't even be enough to go through.
No, I think 4 points should be. 4 points should be. I haven't looked at all the tables, but
we'll see.
4 points should be. But to be honest, you ain't guaranteed to beat Mozambique. There's been some upsets.
Yeah.
Cape Verde being topper is already a bit of an upset.
Yeah.
Senegal, they're
Bullying.
probably the favourites to
Bullying.
win. 2 wins
I
from
think
2.
Morocco are the favourites.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I guess they were at the start of the tournament. Are they still
Yeah.
the favourites now? I don't know.
Yeah.
If bookies maybe, but I think fans might be thinking
In the
Senegal
streets.
are the team, yeah, because they look good. Was it 6-1? They battered Cameroon. Your guy Onana, in goal. He might be coming back
For one of the games.
Yeah, he might be coming back too soon for my likings. They need to pull their finger out and make sure they get far in this tournament. I'm trying to see him back too soon, but yeah, Senegal look good. Group D: Angola, Burkina Faso, and Algeria. This is a tight group. Anyone can win it at this point.
Algeria not been themselves yet.
Yeah, so Algeria are on the brink. Mauritania is the 4th team there.
Did Mahrez plays for Algeria, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he go?
I think so.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah, he's playing.
Who does Ben Rama play for?
West Ham. Ben Rama's not.
No, I know, but who does he? Is he Algerian?
Algeria. Yeah, Algeria.
Yeah,
I know he didn't go. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't go. Yeah.
He's not even good anyway, so it's fine.
He's good. Group E: Mali, South Africa just beat Namibia 4-0, I think it was.
Oh.
So that one's tight. Namibia and to be fair, yeah, anyone can still qualify.
Anyone
can still get 4 points. Tunisia at the moment at bottom. And in Group F, Morocco, obviously the first African team to reach the semi-finals of a World Cup. DR Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania. Zambia, who are actually past winners.
Yeah.
Under Rene Haag, I think his name is. So it's an expanded tournament with a last 16 quarters and semis as opposed to going straight quarters. And I think it's been a good tournament so far. I think one of the best games we actually didn't see because it wasn't Sky didn't fulfill their duty to actually show all AFCON games. I think it finished. It was a 2-2 game, wasn't it, Algeria?
2-2, yeah.
So that's the only game that I haven't actually seen the goals from yet, but I'm sure I can find them hopefully somewhere on Sky's websites or the.
What do you make about this fact this like third place team going through? Because there's a little bit of like I know the Euros obviously do it as well.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of like you kind of want the upsets in tournaments like this, like come third and you go out. Like it gives people. I just think I'm not saying AFCON. I think the Euros as well. I think just gives teams. They're given the opportunity to the teams that have the bigger teams that may flop a little bit, an extra chance.
No, yeah, I agree.
It's a safety net.
Yeah. I'm happy the tournament is expanded, but I'm not happy that, as you said, the bigger teams specifically get that opportunity to, we can lose a game. We can maybe even fail to win in our first 2 games and still be with a good chance of qualifying.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. But I do like seeing, the expanded tournament,
Other
meaning
teams,
that we're going to have, Cape Verde, first team in the tournament. There's only one team this year from East Africa, which is a bit of a shock. So I like the fact that we're seeing some newer teams that we ain't really seen. So if you reduce the tournament, then that change. It's a hard one because what you have to do eventually is actually expand it a bit further. So then it's only 2 teams. But now that qualify. But now then you get all the riffraff.
Yeah.
Who got those cards and don't qualify through the group in it. So it's a tough one. But it's been a good tournament so far.
Have you?
Go on.
I just wanted to say one thing. Have you noticed how the referees and VAR has been like top notch, considering like people watch AFCON expect to see bad decisions, 2-footed tackles, like madness happening on the touchline, but
or the ref blowing up before 90 minutes.
Ref blowing up before 90 minutes. Like all those things considered, it's been good.
They've been well. They've done good. The only thing I didn't like, and I'm not picking on him because he's Liverpool, but it's when Salah was having a go at the ref, and I feel like
shut up.
No, but I feel like the ref was like shook because it's Salah, And it's like, brother, pull out your yellow card. The man is like, he's in your face. I'm like, raw. Like,
No, but did you
it's
literally
telling
what
it,
the
I
ref said
can't
to
even.
him?
Huh?
The ref said to him, shut your mouth. He said,
No,
zip it.
But he didn't zip it. Man was going on and on. Book him. But man didn't want to book it. That's the only thing I was like, yeah, you got to be a bit stronger in that position. But no, but I agree in general.
We need
I
them
don't
refs
see
in
any
the
real
prem, bro.
controversy when it comes to the referee and VAR. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there any controversy? I think there was one penalty that was a bit dodgy, if I remember. I can't remember exactly what game it was. Might have been early in the tournament. But he always going to get.
They PGMOL need to sit down and watch AFCON. Sit down and watch these referees like referee and watch the VAR. They need to be the observer, just sit there and watch and take notes because I'm actually, for once, yeah, we're actually talking about the players and the chances they've missed and the goals that they've scored and not the ref robbed them. So
now that Max said that, we're gonna get a howler or something in the next game. So on the last football topic, and we're getting coming at the end of the stream, I just want to do as we said, a team of the season so far, Premier League team of the season so far.
This is gonna be easy.
It should be pretty easy. So obviously in goal, Andre and Nana. So
we're gonna put Alisson.
Wait, is this what is this the
season so far?
Flop of the season or worst team of the season? I agree. I agree on Nana.
Worst team of the season. We do it at the end of the year. To be fair, we should do it worst. But no, best. I think Alisson.
Yeah,
1,000,000%.
There was someone else who was actually in my head. Oh, Vicario.
Yeah, I was just about to say Vicario.
Yeah.
He's been really good as well.
I'm going Vicario.
I'm going Alisson.
I'd go Vicario as well.
I think Alisson's just cold, man. I think Vicario had a good start. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going Alisson.
Alisson's been cold since we signed him. Like this guy's had.
So is Messi. That's why Messi wins the award, because he's been cold for how many years?
No, but as in like consistently, like last season, the amount of goals we should have conceded, Alisson come out 1-on-1. This season, come out 1-on-1. Boom, miraculous save. Did it? Put Alisson Becker, bro.
The first person in the chat to put a goalkeeper name, either Alisson or Vicario.
This isn't a democracy.
We'll put them in. Well,
we're not letting the fans vote.
Oh, no, we're not. But it's 2-2, so we'll leave that for now. Right back.
Oh, there's a couple shots.
Yeah, kind of tough because it's kind of two halves. Like first start of the season, it's kind of Trippier was doing alright, and then now Trent's doing alright.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have to go Trent.
I'm going Trent. Yeah.
Trent.
Yeah, I probably go Trent as well.
Wait, what? He plays left back, never mind.
Left back.
That Spurs boy.
Doggy.
Yeah, he's been decent still.
Oh no, I can't stand him.
What?
Wait, why?
I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. The guy cannot play. He's dreadful, man.
What?
I can't stand him. I cannot stand him.
I hear you, Carl. I'm in a similar. I think he's alright. I think he's alright.
When you watch him play, he looks so haphazardous, man.
I'm not saying he's a great player, but the left back market has been poor. So I don't think.
But this is what I'm saying.
I don't think he's been poor. I think he's been good, but it's also the competition is not great.
So I think he's been alright.
So if we're struggling to find left backs, could I just throw Joe Gomez's name out there?
No, you cannot. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Oh, sorry.
Definitely not. Yeah, I think they obviously there's been no Robertson. There's been no you lot's guy Luke Shaw.
I think Zinchenko's had a better season than him.
Zinchenko has been awful, so let's put that to bed right now.
I think he's overall at the season. I think he's
he's been awful. The guy can't defend.
Ain't no one picking Zinchenko.
I'm not saying it, but I think he's had a better season than you.
Arteta's not even picking Zinchenko. He's been bad, man. He can't defend. He can't defend. Centre backs.
There's
Van Dijk?
There's been a couple good ones. You know what?
What does
I wouldn't put Van Dijk in there for me personally.
I'll have Van Dijk and Saliba personally.
what's his
Saliba had a
name? What's his
Gabriel.
name?
Yeah.
See,
Van
for
der
me,
Ben, or whatever his name is. has
See,
been
but
called.
he's been injured for.
I
a good
think-
period now.
see, I don't know how long this guy's been injured for, but I'd put Saliba, Gabriel, and Romario all ahead of Van Dijk.
Romero, you mean?
Yeah, Romero, Spurs centre back.
All ahead of Van Dijk.
Yeah,
Nah, come off it, man.
yeah.
I could put,
No, I
I
would.
could put Gabriel ahead of him if you want me to, but
Nah.
I think.
Wait, what about the City centre backs? Are they playing well?
They've gone
they're
through all
too
the
chop and
defenders,
change.
man. Yeah, they've gone through all the
too-
defenders, man. There's no
they're too chop and
consistent
change.
defenders.
Yeah, Diaz
Stones-
ain't been himself this year.
Stones has been injured.
Yeah, Stone's been injured. They're playing Vardio, Aki, Akanji, Walker.
Vardio
They're
hasn't lit up any trees. Aki's
Yeah,
been probably been
they're
the
playing.
best
They're
one.
playing
but-
everyone, man. Playing everyone.
Because for
All
me,
right,
I
so
don't-
wait, is everyone saying Saliba?
I'm saying Saliba
Yep, Saliba.
as one. I'm saying Saliba as one.
Get Saliba.
I said Van der Ben, but I've already been outvoted, so it's fine.
All right, so wait. Nat, who's your two centre backs?
It would, for me, it would have been the Spurs guy and Virgil.
So Van Dijk and Van der Ven. All right, Ramsey, who's your two?
Wait, Van der Ven or Romero?
Van der Ven.
Oh,
Well, he's saying Van der Ven.
He said Van der Ven, yeah. Saliba and Van Dijk for me.
Okay, I'm saying Saliba and Van Dijk and Kyle, unless he says Van der Ven.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what count.
Saliba and Gabriel, but
Well, if Kyle said, oh yeah, it wouldn't make us three Van Dijks in it. Three Van Dijks make up Van Dijk.
Van Dijk and CDM. Rah.
No, that's what you thought.
Are you changing it?
No, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Defensive midfield.
Declan Rice for me.
Kobe Mainu.
Who?
Kobe Mainu.
Basketball player, Kobe.
Kobe.
Mamba. But yeah, Kobe Mainu, Man United. That's my pick. You're saying Declan Rice. Nat, who you saying?
I said Rodri.
You said Rodri. And Nat.
Yeah.
Wait, who said Rodri? Cal.
Yeah, I said Rodri. Yeah.
And Nat, who you saying?
Wait, let me think. DMs that I've watched this season. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me think of
No,
the
no,
DMs
no.
I've watched this season.
That's not why I put my head down. I'm just scared to hear you.
And
He's gonna say Endo, man.
No. Endo should be there, but I'm not saying Endo now. He's team of the year. Endo's team of the year. Well, team of the year. The argument I would give for Endo, the podcast won't end. I haven't watched City play to say Rodri.
Bro, let me tell you, Rodri has scored some bangers. He has come clutch for City many times. To be fair, so has Declan Rice. He's come clutch.
But I've seen Rice and Peas play, and Rice has actually played like Rice and Peas a couple times against teams that he should be playing like Rice. So I'm gonna say Rice.
wait, Neeks, is Kobe Mainu your vote?
It looks like it, mate.
Can you put? I'm voting for
Kobe Mainu.
just to make this quicker. I'm voting for my guy, Rice and Peas, Declan Rice.
Okay, fair enough.
For his
Kobe,
performances-
you just missed that. You just missed that. Yes, he's my vote. You got a problem with that?
Wait,
Yeah,
does
dude.
Rice
Wait, was it actually? Was it actually?
I voted. Okay, why is my vote being questioned?
No,
Everyone
I
else-
just want to know because I didn't hear what you said, man. I want to know who you voted.
Kobe May.
You're very questionable.
Okay,
Right.
but you're smiling. Is that your serious vote? Like, what's your serious vote?
Do you know why I'm smiling?
Oh, this is gonna be a headache to pick.
Kobe Main's in the team. That's why I'm smiling. All right, that can rise. All right, so midfield. Well, it definitely ain't. Definitely ain't Havertz, so we can put that one to one side.
All right. And it's not going to be Bruno or Ericsson or Mason
De
Mount
Bruyne.
either, is it?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne for what, bro?
He's one game appearance against Newcastle.
100%.
Can we do 4-1?
No.
Always wants to
no.
change the formation.
Can we do 4-1-5? Please?
No.
No.
Why do you do 4-3-3, man?
Tough, isn't it?
This is a good question.
Can Jeremy Doku play like centre mid?
No.
All right, I'm going to go with Rice.
You can't go with Rice. Rice is in the team already, man.
I'll put him in left 8 as well, man.
I'm gonna go.
I might have to put Reggie back in and put Rice.
I'm gonna go Sabotsalai.
No. Dude. Okay, continue. Sorry. Please continue.
No, that's it. That's just one of my picks. I ain't got no one else.
I don't think, man.
I'm gonna go. I would love to put Madison, but he's been injured too long, so I can't.
Yeah, I think it's probably too long. Cole Palmer.
Potentially.
He's not a centre mid, bro.
Yeah, he's like number 10, but we've not really got one.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta get rid of the DM.
It might be a Cole. It might be Palmer.
Damn, this league's been
bad. We're down horrendous.
Douglas Luiz?
I mean, potentially.
Yeah. Been good.
Oh, what's his name? Ward Prowse. Ward Prowse has been alright.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Paqueta,
Kudus, Mohamed. Bruv, slap Kudus in there right now.
Kudus is a winger. Kudus is a winger.
Yeah.
Nah, man. We're putting because
I'm gonna vote for Palmer and Douglas Luiz.
Kudus isn't gonna get right wing.
Can't
So
even
we
say
might as well
that.
put him
That's
as
probably
centre
that
mid.
is probably
That's bad, isn't it?
That might be
bad.
the worst, Mr.
That's totally the worst.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne's getting that team by end of the season.
Oh, definitely. If he says 100%.
I'm putting Paqueta.
You know what? I'm going with Palmer.
Why has Odegaard been so bad, man? I can't even put him in the team.
I can't even say.
Wait,
his
what?
name.
What Palmer's this? What Palmer's this?
Wait, who? Eric Palmer Brown.
Get rid of him. Oh no.
Wait, why are you putting him in, Nika?
With an accident.
No, I mean, why are you putting in Cole Palmer?
Because I'm picking him as well.
But
That's two.
That's only two.
That's only two
know.
of you.
Okay, cool. Pick your players. You'll see.
But I have my players. My player is Sabazalai
Okay, so what's
and wait, who did you pick, Ramon? Cole Palmer and who?
Douglas
Douglas
Luiz.
Luiz.
That's Douglas Luiz. Yeah, sorry. So no, I know who it was. I just forgot his name.
All right,
Douglas,
cool. All right.
Douglas
You,
Luiz.
wait, one second.
Do you watch? Do you guys watch Liverpool?
1 second. What
Yes, I
you
do.
Why? What are you saying?
So Bosalai ain't in team of the season so far.
Just say thank you and move on.
But you could put him because that's more Liverpool players, but he's not. I'm being honest, he's not.
That's fine.
He's been missing for quite a while now, minus the injury.
Okay, you mean when you've been playing him missing as well?
Yeah.
So Cole Palmer, Douglas Luiz. You got Douglas. Douglas, we got 2 votes.
You man ain't even asked me for my vote.
We'll come in there,
Come in,
man.
Wait.
Cole Palmer's definitely got 2. You've got 1 for Sabotsalai. I haven't picked Sabotsalai, by the way. I'm just saying. I mentioned him. I haven't chosen him. Go on that.
So now you're cheating.
No, but I didn't. I mentioned Sabotsalai. I didn't pick
Where's
him.
Where's
But
Foden?
now you're not going to pick him, so you can get
Foden
Palmer.
played?
Yeah, that's a
Foden
good,
played on the left, or has he played in the middle?
that's a good one.
No, he's played on the
Nah,
wing, man.
Nah, who's your?
Well,
who's your
since let me have a look. Since De Bruyne,
I'm picking Lucas Paqueta
pick?
And he's played like 5 games, Ramon.
because he deserves to be in this.
Foden's
Foden's played 20 games.
Oh, is
5
he
goals,
actually?
6 assists.
But he's only played. Well, he played 9. Oh, you said. Sorry, go on now.
Yeah. I was saying Lucas Paqueta, and because I know he ain't getting right wing, I'm putting Kudus there as my other centre mid.
Okay, so neither of them are getting in. So
What do you mean,
because I'm not picking Paqueta and I'm not picking Kudus, and so you need a double. You need a 2 votes.
How do none of you not know
You can't
ball?
put Kudus is a winger, bruv. Why?
But he's not getting in over Salah, and he can
Yeah,
play
but you
centre
can't
mid.
just change. You can't just change the positions, bruv. He's not a centre mid, so you can't vote for him. You have to vote
Yes,
for
I
him on
can.
the right wing.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because when he plays for West Ham United, he picks up the ball in the midfield and carries the ball up and scores goals. So he's a centre mid. There we go. Argument done.
My picks are Cole Palmer. God, man just takes penalties.
I know.
Oh, penalty merchant Cole Palmer. Come on.
How is Cole Palmer a choice when he plays?
No, I'm a pick. No. Cole Palmer's
He's
not my
up
choice. I
front.
can't have him in this team. I mean, by the end of the season, he might be. Because then, to be fair to him, he's done more than penalties. I'm not going to say
Yeah,
that.
he's been good, man. He's been
Yeah,
good.
he has been good. I'm not going to
He's
lie.
been
And at this stage, he's probably on for Young Player of the Year.
I'm gonna. Wait, are we allowed Foden or not in the centre mid?
Well, that's what I'm saying. My picks are Foden and Douglas Luiz. So Douglas Luiz gets in because we've got 2, if we got
Well,
3 for
hold on a
Douglas
minute.
Luiz.
If you're telling me Foden's in, I might have to just.
Oh, go on. Who's your pick there?
I might go Palmer. I'm gonna go Palmer and Foden.
So that means we've got 2 for. No, we got 2 for Foden. Yeah, no, that means I'm in then. We got 2 for Foden and 2 for Douglas Luiz.
I'm going Foden, Douglas
I'm
Luiz.
backing
Yeah,
Foden.
so yeah, we're done then. Yeah, so we got 3
I'm Foden
Douglas Luiz.
Paqueta.
Sorry, we got 2
So we're getting Douglas Luiz and Foden.
Yeah, just be quiet. It doesn't matter what you're saying. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Douglas Luiz and
With
Foden.
your Paqueta and Kudus nonsense.
What
Doesn't
do you
matter.
mean? Have you seen them play? Have you watched Paqueta this season?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Paqueta's been good in
my days.
periods.
This is daylight robbery, man. How's even Rice in this team, bruv? Just because we
You
needed a
chose him,
DM.
that's why.
You picked
We
him.
needed a DM, bruv. We don't
You
need a
picked
DM.
him.
Let's play a cam.
Let's
This is
move on.
ridiculous.
All right, striker. Oh, actually, you know what? This is actually okay. Interesting. Left wing.
Foden.
Rashford.
Man said Foden.
Wait,
Rashford.
what's it called? Jared
Who?
Bowen.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, no,
Son.
no,
That's
wait.
gotta be Son.
Who did Nika say?
Son.
No, who did Nika say?
Can you just listen to what Nat
No, I heard what Nat and I want to know what you said.
I said copy Mainey, all right? Copy Mainey.
Not Casemiro, you know.
Who? Who's the customer?
Not
Remember
Casemiro.
when
It
Neeks
used to
said
be him.
Casemiro? Remember when Neeks said Casemiro is the best midfielder in the world, bar none?
Carl,
It
I
was.
think that was the day he fell off.
Yeah, it was. He's been down there ever since.
He's been so bad. Since that day, he's been so bad.
I cursed it. He's actually been so bad since that day. Since the moment I said it, he's been anything but the best midfielder in the world.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah,
So
I'm,
what?
I'm going Son. I'm going Son.
So what? Jared Bowen can't get a shot.
I'm going
You
Son
vote,
on the
if you
left
want to
wing.
vote for Bayern, you vote for him.
I'm going Son on the left wing.
All right,
I'm going Son.
On the right, it has to be Salah.
I'm going Salah.
I'm going
Mohamed
Salah.
Salah.
Yeah.
Can you spell it right? Thank you.
All right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me on this one. Now, obviously,
Darwin, really? You going?
I have my vote.
all right, once again. So the top Premier League goal scorers as it stands, top 5. In 5th, Jared Bowen, 11. Son, 12. Solanke, 12. Salah, 14. Haaland, 14. Now, obviously, we've got Son and we've got Salah in already as the wingers. Jared Bowen has 11 goals and 2 assists in 20 games. And he scored in 11 games. So 11, he scored in all the games he scored in, it's been 1 goal. So 11 games he scored in, which, if I'm correct, is the most for any player this season. So he hasn't got any doubles or any hat tricks. Haaland, obviously, in contrast, has 14 and 15. And he has scored in 9 games this season, playing for obviously Manchester City. I'm not saying Haaland shouldn't get in, because obviously he's clearly the best striker. But Bowen has a shout.
Are you finished?
Bowen has a shout.
Are you finished?
And I would urge you lot to lean towards Bowen.
Okay.
Oh my
Are you
days, we
finished?
forgot somebody. We forgot somebody.
Are you finished?
That's what I say.
Are you finished?
Guys, we forgot
My
somebody.
pick is Erling Haaland.
You didn't hear anything I said, mate.
I heard everything you said. What I heard is Erling Haaland has scored in 2 less games than Jared Bowen. Bowen having played 5 more games is what I heard. Erling Haaland.
For a worse team.
Erling Haaland. Ramon, your pick, please.
My pick is not Erling Haaland.
Hey,
My pick is not Jaron Bowen.
I'm gonna say Solanke.
My pick is Ollie Watkins.
Oh my god.
Oh my
9 goals.
Oh.
9
Oh
goals.
my goodness.
10 assists.
What?
9 goals and 10 assists
No way.
so
I don't
far.
believe-
So
I don't
9.
believe- no.
Are you sure?
Check the statistics.
No, 9 and 8. 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
So
Oh wait.
9
I
goals.
see what you're saying. No, it might be. It could be 10, depending on what you look at. Yeah.
I thought it was 10. But anyway,
It
10,
might be 10. That's mad.
10 assists, 9 goals. I think he's been cold this year. And that probably spreads out in over about the same amount of games in terms of his goal creating and scoring. So yeah, I'm getting it to Ollie.
15. I think 1, 2,
9
3, 4, 5,
goals.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 games he's goal contribution.
8 assists. Raw. When did Ollie Watkins do that?
That's crazy.
Was the Prem giving him 8 officially?
Yeah, he's on 8.
Okay, there you go. 8. On transfer market, he got 10. Yeah, that's mad. Nah, who's your pick?
Oh, now that I've seen this Ollie Watkins stat, my head's all over the place, bro.
Bro, forget the stats, man. Just pick what you've been seeing with your eyeballs, man.
Yeah. So I can't lie. I'm going for my guy.
Go on.
Goodness.
Guy is.
I'm not gonna say Darwizzy from the Nizzy. Don't worry.
What, Jota?
No, I'm not gonna pick Jota either.
Oh, pick him. Pick the player that you want to pick.
I'm picking Jared Bowen, bruv. The boy's
Mm,
been sick.
mm,
He's probably having the best season of his whole career.
that's his business, mate. I'm gonna go Haaland because I think the team will be wrong.
After all of that,
I think the team would be wrong if we only had one Man City player in it. They don't like. There's the second.
Why they ain't top? They ain't top.
The second leave a game in hand. Liverpool are, net potentially 2 points ahead, and they got 3 players, and man want to put Alisson as well. 4.
We got 4 players because we're sick.
Yeah, but I think that the thing is, I actually think that like it does make sense because City just spread it out, and so
You
they
say that, but he's got 14 goals.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, I heard that.
Can I just say?
And the only person that they don't spread is Haaland, mate. Unless he's
we forgot what's his name.
Listen, Foden got in
Silva.
just. Foden got in just.
Dude,
Yeah.
We forgot David Silva. You know,
Who? David Silva?
not David Silva, the other one, Bernardo Silva. We forgot
Yeah, not
about
over Salah. Not
Yeah,
over
he's
Salah.
No,
been-
in the midfield. In the midfield.
Yeah, I hear you.
He plays right wing though.
ticks along.
Nah, he
Well,
plays anywhere,
He's
bro.
all right. Team of the season, he might have a shout, but he won't get in that either. So forget that.
Bruv, he's probably played better than Luis
Team looks alright still, man. Team looks alright.
so far.
All right. So at the moment, we've got 3 Liverpool players, 2 Spurs, 2 Arsenal, 2 City, 1 Villa. So it's obviously all the top 4, top 5 even.
That's good.
Goalkeeper. Okay. All right, guys.
He wants to spot on.
Who's gonna come with Vicario? Man?
Oh, Ali, you coming over?
It's Alisson, bro. You know it's Alisson. You don't even have to watch
We're not giving it.
We got 2 Spurs already. Nah, mate. They can have.
No,
2.
we're not giving it to Liverpool. They already got 3 players. If you're
That's what
giving
I'm saying,
Liverpool 4 player,
But Spurs already got 2. I ain't giving Liverpool.
he-
Why am I giving Liverpool? Why am I giving Spurs 3? They're 5th in the league.
Can I say something?
This
This
is
is why
why
Ronaldo
Doggy
was
in
right.
there. Doggy's rubbish, man.
This
But
is
he's
why
in
Ronaldo
there.
was right. This is
I know,
exactly why
but he
Ronaldo
shouldn't
was
be.
right. Look at you lot arguing like the captains. This is why Ronaldo was right. Put Alisson in because you know he's good.
You telling me the Doggy's been on the level Vicario and Son have been this season? No, he's right. No, man.
Yeah, but
I can't stand that guy.
All right, Cal, but give me the other left back. That's my question. Give me the other person.
I'll get back to you.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna bring up some stats. So, Vicario 21 games. Alisson 19. Clean sheets. Alisson has more clean sheets in
less games. Say
7.
it ain't so.
Only 7.
Say it ain't so.
7v5. Obviously, I mean, Vicario's been playing with Romero and Ben Davies as his centre back.
Not my business. Not my business.
65 saves versus 52 for Alisson. So 65 for Vicario. None of them have any goals or assists. That's poor. Passes. Vicario has more passes at 4% lower pass completion, 80 to 84. More passes forward from Vicario. More touches. Conceded.
I don't know who you're reeling these stats off because my vote is not changing for Alisson.
It might be for more myself than anything. Area battles, goalkeeping, saves per match. He's got more. Save success is lower. High claims, sweeper keeper. He's I might have to take out
Neeks, can you just quickly check for me how much clean sheets Onana's got?
a lot.
6, I think.
A lot. The most. No, I don't know what he's on now.
There's only one behind Allison. 6.
Well, has Allison got the most?
Allison's got 7. Pickford's got 7.
Pickford.
Raya, Onana, and Pope have got 6.
Anana's sick, man.
I've been telling you.
Sick in the head. I think it's Vicaria, but first for the sake of finishing this, I'll give it to Onana. That's shocking. Liverpool got too many players. They ain't even that good.
Yeah.
Not even that.
All right, guys. There's a.
And to think Sabazalite almost got in there too.
Oh my
How
God.
Haaland get in there? Guy ain't played for like a month, man.
Bruv, Jared
the
Boyd
top
is
goal
the
scorer.
truth.
He's
Ollie
top goal scorer.
Watkins is the truth, man. They should be there.
So yeah, this is our team of the season so far. Alisson Becker in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, William Saliba, Virgil van Dijk, and Iyenoma Udogie in defense. Declan Rice, Phil Foden, and David Luiz in midfield. Douglas Luiz in midfield. Heung-min Son, Mohamed Salah, and Erling Haaland. So basically, all the top 5. Nobody from outside the top 5 gets in as it stands. Which, I mean, to be fair, stands to reason. The best teams have the best players. And Cole Palmer, you got to do better. That's what I can say. We're going to wrap up there. But just finally, last thing I want to talk about. Obviously, right now, we are it's the Australian Open. We're approaching, the crunch time. Last 16 quarterfinals, semifinals. Novak Djokovic going for his 11th, I believe, 11th Australian Open, 25th Grand Slam overall, quarter century, and Coco Gauff going for her 2nd Grand Slam with the number 1 seed Igor Swiatek and number 3 seed, I can't remember his name, out. And it's her at number 4 and number 2 seed Sabalenka, who she beat in the US Open final, who are set to meet, or they are poised to meet in the semi-finals. They can get through their quarterfinal matches. Coco Gauff recently said, well, obviously I've been talking to her about for the last while, is that I expect minimum 10 Grand Slams from her this season. Ramsey, is it number 2 on its way this year? I mean, well, not this year, but this month even.
Wait, you expect 10 this season? What are you talking
say?
about?
10 this season?
10 in her career. 10 in her career.
This guy.
And I expect the first of the season this month. Are we expecting Grand Slam number 2 for Coco Gauff?
I mean, maybe, because the standard is so bad. So maybe she does clean up, because, I mean, not one girl really wants to take this. We mentioned this in the past couple of years, really, since Serena. No one really trying to take this by the scruff of the neck. Number 1 seed going out early on, number 2 seed this tournament going out. It's bad. But so good luck to her, man. I hope someone does take the whatever it's called, bull by the horn.
The mantle? The mantle?
Yeah, run with it, because I think the women's tennis needs someone to step up, man, and start dominating. So good luck to her. I hope she does. I hope she goes on and wins that. And Raducanu can't do nothing anymore. We'll talk about Raducanu, then she goes out early anyway. So yeah, man. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't know for this women's game.
Sound like you're hating. Sound like you're hating on my Coco.
No. I mean, you drop Sloane Stevens like she don't exist anymore. But
Sloane Stevens got married, her husband to take care of. Jose Altidore. He needs taken care of, because clearly I don't think the money in football's sorting him out. Bad player. What a bad player he was.
Is that her babes?
yeah.
Say swear.
Sloane Stevens, she's done that bit, innit? She done that bit. She bridged the gap between the three.
Well, got to a final somewhere, did she?
No, she won.
Yeah, she won one. She won one.
Was it US in it? Was it like US?
Don't know. I think
Can't
it was
remember.
probably was.
It must have been because she's American. Where else she going?
Yeah.
Pick up slow Steven trying to run. Like, yeah, man, 2017. He won the US Open. Naomi Osaka, your girl. What happened?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she had a U in it. That was it.
She's back. She's
Had a
back.
U.
Though. She's back.
Yeah, she's back and she's out already. So she had a U, and that was it, man. Time, you know what I mean?
Ah, she's warming up, man. She's warming up.
Coco Gauff, like her idol Serena, is gonna put the baby on the back burner and focus.
And the husband on the back burner.
On the back burner. Leave that to the right at the back end of your career where you've done all you need to do. I'm telling you, I got so much faith for this. I'm sure she's still a teenager.
Yeah, she must be. She was only 16.
She's running at 18. I think she's 19. Yeah, 19. She's gonna be 20 in March. She's 19 at the moment. And she's got the drive. She's talking a big talk, talking about I want to win 10. Like, that's big talk. That's big talk after only winning one. But yeah, man, I think the women's game is there to dominate if somebody wants to go and do it. And if you've got the mentality, the longevity, and the stickability, I think she's hopefully. I don't think she's got it. It's too early to say, but hopefully. So I'm back in there. Sabalenka's not going to be easy. She's a hard hitter in that final. So I got nervous in that. I think it was the second set because she won the first set, and the second set, obviously Sabalenka can't won it, and she was just hitting it hard as ever over that net. But in the end, all she was doing was hitting it hard, and it was going everywhere. So more of the same, Coco Gauff. Big up yourself.
Are they different draws? They're not going to make semi-finals.
No, nothing in the same. Are you asking?
Oh, Sabalenka. So no, I'm asking you. So her next Sabalenka is going to be next.
They're in the quarters now. So if they both win the quarters, they'll meet in the semis. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're number 2 and number 4 seed. So it was number 1 and 3 who were on the other side.
Yeah.
But they're both out already.
Yeah.
So whoever gets through that semi-final, they're going to be odds-on favorites to win the final. But it's the year of the teenager. Luke Littler obviously got to the final of the PDC championships in the darts, and then he won. Well, I don't know what title it was.
Bahrain World Series. Yeah.
Luke Littler. So it's the year of the teenager taking over. Big up Luke Littler, and then you've got the old guys like Djokovic still hanging around, Ronnie O'Sullivan still hanging around. So it's an interesting time. You got old guys, you got young guys. It's that part in between, really and truly. It's that bit in between that we're lacking. You got Messi, and you got Haaland. You got Ronnie, obviously different sport. You got Littler, Djokovic, Coco Gauff. It's that little gap in between that no one's really, been able to meet the GOATs at the top, but maybe the new generation below can do exactly that. But guys, that has been the Neeks Sports Podcast, episode 89. Kyle, Nat, Ramsey, thanks for joining me. My computer is going slow as I try and end the stream. End the stream, Dave. This is why I need Javerne now to come and end the stream for me because I can't even end it. I don't know what's happening. Can someone end the stream for me? No, you can't. Bear with me once. No, literally, the thing is, you can hear me, innit?
Yeah.
You can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But golly. Yeah, I know. It's moving. It's doing a mad thing right now.